it's lonely now when you're turning out the light. Said it's harder now to keep sight of everything you like about me. You just wanna have a good life. Torn at the seams, yeah, it's hard to believe that we made it this far. We were born in a dream, we've been lost out at sea, but together we are unbreakable. I called you up in the early morning light, 'cause something didn't sit right. I didn't wanna lie about it, but I stayed out after midnight. I said, I'm sorry, love, I don't ever wanna fight. Said I didn't mean to lose sight of everything you've done here for me, and I wanna share a good life. Torn at the seams, yeah, it's hard to believe that we made it this far. We were born in a dream, we've been lost out at sea, but together we are unbreakable. I'm never gonna let you down. I'm willing and I'm able. I'm never gonna drop the crown. Together we're unbreakable. Together we're unbreakable.
stop rain. I'm only burning. We always run to catch the moment. Nobody can stop me, I'm running. You don't need harming. How will lead us to what we loving? Just enjoy the moment. 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 Can't stop rain. I'm only burning. We always run to catch the moment. Nobody can stop me, I'm running. You don't need harming. How will lead us to what we loving? Just enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment.
지켜볼 수 없다. 이제는 내가 직접 나서야 할 때가 된 것 같구나. Africa TV, Prigo Studio Live, 2020, GSL Season 3, Codex, Last Stand.
We are back. What's up, everybody? GSL Season 3.
Reason C.
I'm not warmed up yet. I'm not ready for Season 3. It's good to be back here. It's been an amazing year of StarCraft so far and a terrible year for the world in 2020, but we're still going strong.
Yeah. And Season 3 is upon us now. I was just thinking, watching that intro, about just how cool GSL is and if any of you deserve to even be able to watch such a cool thing.
It's a good point.
It's up in the air, but you get to watch it either way, so congratulations to you guys. Last season I think was really exciting. It was really cool until the end of the tournament where everything was one-sided and silly.
We had to have, no matter how, tournaments go, one of them has to be the worst finals, right? We got it out of the way. I don't think we can top that as far as
it's funny because
disappointment goes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was pretty high up on disappointment.
Even if all of the finals we had were amazing, one of them would be the worst.
Yeah, there's always something.
There's always something that. So
it's a great way to spin it.
I feel like we got it out of the way. That's my spin here.
Yeah,
is that it was? Yeah, I mean it was disappointing as far as results go. The games, I think, the order in which the games went was also getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
It was unfortunate.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, congratulations to our champion. Rogue is amazing. But, look, I think it's okay to be optimistic for the season.
Sure.
Most of that season was actually really good, too. Mm-hmm. We were really leading up to what looked like it was going to be maybe the hypest finals ever.
Well, that being said, here's a little bit of our schedule, guys. So something to note is that on the 4th of September, that is normally our Saturday cast would be that the day after that.
Right.
But basically the day before. So for you guys, a lot of you watching, instead of like, I guess for North America, it's North American time at 1 p.m. Saturday cast, like right now. That's being moved to Friday at 5 p.m. And that's because that's actually our 10-year anniversary that day. Remember where I was 10 years ago on the 4th.
That's right. You and me got to celebrate. We got to go on a romantic cruise together, Artosis.
Yeah.
Is our love still there? Do we have to spice it up?
As long as no one else is on the boat, tasteless.
Will you finally indulge my weird kink?
Your weird kink? Yeah, having the Protoss win GSL.
Can we please?
That's actually, I share that kink right now.
I was hoping we could cast this tournament with ball gags in our mouth, but I guess not. So, here is the racial distribution. We've got 11 Terrans, 10 Protoss, and 7 Zergs.
Don't let that fool you, though. Probably we're going to see...
Zerg will probably win this tournament.
Yeah, you don't need many. You just need quality. It's a very exciting season for a lot of reasons. First off, we have a complete first-timer in Spear making Code S. He's been in Code A before, but never to Code S. We also have Byun playing. Byun is back, as he did tweet, the greatest tweet I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
So sick. So exciting.
Yeah, and he got hilarious first match in his group because he comes in unranked, right? So he's bottom seed, and he plays Parting.
Yeah, that's going to be so fun. Out of all the 2 players we could have put together in kind of a dream scenario, it's cool that this one's going to be a reality.
It's the best Terran micro ever against the best Protoss micro ever. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I'll watch that. That's a good group right there. But yeah, this is going to be a fun season. There's no doubt. You look at these groups, there's been some crazy results going on. Obviously, we see Zaun is here. We have Nightmare is back after a long time not being here. He's the first guy to make Blink DTs in GSL. I think even maybe professional play in general. Taja's in good form again. Defeated Dark to qualify. Yeah, it's sick, man. This is going to be a great season.
Yeah, the overall makeup here for our tournament, it's a great mix of the old and the new,
Mm-hmm. All right, here is our first group, Group A. This is a really stacked group in Spear. So Spear is the guy you see in the top right. Again, back in like 2013, maybe, he was in Code A like once to twice. And that was it. He's never made it to Code S, but here he is. He's lower MMR than everyone else. He's not really got the experience. So this is going to be a hard one. He's going up against Trap, who right now is definitely one of the best Protosses in the world. Has been for quite some time, and in fact, has the highest ladder MMR in career right now. He's right around 7K.
Yeah, this is one where like Trap is just supposed to win.
He is supposed to
This
smash.
is kind of like, when you start out, a movie you've never seen before, and it's the most famous actor in the world and another guy, and you're like, oh, that other guy's going to die pretty quickly here. He's not a He's not a lead. This is what do they call that in Star Trek? I've used this reference before, but now it escapes
It's the guy
me.
that carries the phase rifle. I don't know what they call it. An
It's
ensign?
It's like there's 6 main characters, and then that other guy as they go on the plane. I'm like, oh, he's gonna get killed by the aliens.
Yeah.
All right. The year is 2020, and dubstep is being played here. That's
well.
perfect 10-year anniversary
So
for these 7 months where everything was dubstep and then it went away.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm kind
What are you saying? Drop the beat.
of, I'm kind of excited to see how Spear does. I hope he brought some crazy all-ins. I hope he doesn't try to do anything normal, because if he does, Trap will eat him. It will not even be close, right?
I think, I'm just going to say what I'm thinking, Artosis. Look, that face mask he's wearing, that's the least comfortable one that they're selling out here in Korea. That's the one I never buy at the convenience store.
Is that right?
It doesn't fit on my big face.
No, I guess not.
My
Your
big
beard
bird
and all?
nose doesn't. Yeah, my beard. The beard is, I'm going to go get it trimmed today.
Yeah?
It's when I talk, my chin pops out of the bottom of my face mask.
Oh, wow.
And the coronavirus goes right in my mouth. All right, game 1, season 3 started. Let's do this.
GSL을 위하여 전투 지원이 들어와 함께 더욱 강하다. Junior greetings. Trend.
That was cool. I like that graphic.
I dig it.
That graphic looked like when Zealots warp in, which would be one way to get a Protoss to finally win GSL.
Spear.
If you just warp in a group of Zealots for them at their Nexus as we intro them, and then people figure out
Well,
the only way to
depends.
force the intro to get skipped is to proxy immediately, so everyone just has to send workers out of their base in the beginning.
The question is, if that's how we decide that StarCraft 2 is going to go, what if there's a Zerg playing, though? Do they still win? I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a good question.
Yeah.
If they went Baneling first, then they'd probably still take it. All right, so Spear immediately stopping any scouting from going on. This was a pretty quick scout from Trap, but Spear had started that secondary depot, so not going to get scouted. We'll see, what he does here. It should be we talk about this a lot, right? Like, this should be a factory behind, but you can do a lot of things when you wall off and don't let the probe scout you.
Yeah, there's a lot, gives you a lot more options. So with the probe being sent out there and not getting that information, it's not nothing, but, it would be much better if you could actually get in there and get some confirmation as to what's going on.
Yeah. Reactor going up, but we don't see really anything else. Spear is not mining more gas, so it looks like it'll probably just be into a command center. Yeah, there it is. And it's in his main base, so he's put it in such a location that you can't see it even if you get a unit up at the top of the ramp.
And so obviously this is a little bit less efficient, but the fact that the Protoss is having to play a guessing game here and really doesn't know what's coming, maybe afraid of some kind of a cheese or a drop or something weird. We'll see if this actually benefits Spear. The problem is that Trap is pretty robust in the way that he plays the game. He's pretty efficient. He usually doesn't get just caught off guard, and the fact that this is going to go into a double macro game actually here. Like we have
double
2
macro game.
Yeah, it's the first time and the last time I'll use that phrase. No, 2 command centers here. So really greedy play here from Spear.
Yeah.
Now, I want to see if this goes unpunished. It's also possible Protoss identifies this and just matches it in Nexuses.
Oh, that's exactly what we'll see. Like, when you go Oracle and you scout 2 command centers this quick, a 3rd Nexus is generally the way that you are going to go with that. But what we should be seeing here from Spear is he should be lining up a very strong mid-game attack. He should try to make his production kind of explode and just nail something in that little window where the 3rd base is getting online for Protoss. See if he's able to do such a thing.
Okay, no no real information given there with that scout. That Oracle's about to pop out here. We'll have to watch and see where the Marines are placed. You know, once the Oracle gets there, a lot of Oracle defense is about positioning ahead of time. If you don't have the armies in the right spot, you're probably going to get shredded.
Yeah, hopefully he blocks this Oracle.
Is he going to pocket the first Oracle? I don't see it on the mini-map.
No, it's coming. It's
oh,
coming.
I'm sorry. It's right in the bottom. No, no.
Oh.
Yeah, where is the Oracle? Is it much as
Yeah, he is
waiting?
pocketing it,
okay.
I guess. Yeah, there it is. It's kind of funny to go up to 2. Like, I guess if you're flying into a mine or something, maybe that's best. Or maybe he's sitting back defensively with it. That's it, of course, because he doesn't actually know what's going on, right?
Yeah, he might be thinking there's going to be
and that kind of
aliens coming to his main or something.
Yeah, something could have come. So he was ready for it.
So, again, though, keep in mind he hasn't confirmed what's happening here. You know, so let's watch and see. The Oracles will both be attacking the SCVs, but I think equally important, they'll be getting to scout here as well and seeing the third CC there. He finally gets to know what's actually going on. Oh, weird. Takes out 2 SCVs so far. Let's see what's actually in the natural. There's some Marines here to zone it out.
Wow.
Can you actually get this?
No, I don't think so.
He even tried to help him. He moved the tank over to the right.
Yeah,
but
he pushed it forward.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, but whatever. Yeah, not that much damage really done at the end of the day, especially against 3 command centers. You don't really care. You lose 2 SCVs, not a big deal. Now, Trap has gone up to that 3rd Nexus. He's getting his Forge, he's getting his Twilight. And, yeah, I mean, it's kind of exactly what you would expect right here.
Okay, the Oracles are going to come in here and do another dive. Or not, actually. They're going to back up, excuse me. We are eventually going to get into a macro game. We should note that the Nexus is actually going to finish here before this command center can land. So even though there was greedy play here by Spear, it doesn't seem like this is going to be outpacing the Protoss at all.
No, it's true. It's 55 workers to 43 right now. Look at that. Oh, man.
That sucks.
That's incredibly annoying. But I think that there is actually a small window coming up where this could be good for Spear. Even though, like, Trap looks like he's getting into a decent position, look what he has going on, right? He hasn't gone into any sort of Robotech, so he's staying on Gateway, and he's going into charge and +1 armor.
Yeah,
whereas we have Medivacs finishing and Stim finishing.
We may end up seeing a dive in here from Trap as this 3rd base gets set up. Finish what you started. Oh, sick.
Oh, man.
That's annoying.
Yeah, this is...
Can he? No?
Well, Tasteless.
Get the other one.
I think you can
Get the second add-on. Go for it.
see a little bit
Well, we're
the
seeing
difference between the players.
one of these players is not like the other.
They're both not like the other because there's only 2.
I'm in our group of 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's true as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's just, this is kind of a game where one player is just considerably better than the other.
Well, it's
Where you're
realistically, Spear is probably the weakest player.
Yes.
And Trap is... I don't know exactly where to rank him, but like I said, he's like #1 on the ladder right now. He's like Stats got to the finals last season, not Trap, but Trap is like right up there, you know? Definitely one of the best players in the world.
Yeah, it's one of the games where I think the strategies and the build orders are not really reflective of how the game's supposed to be looking. You know, it's kind of like Trap is just getting ahead in so many levels because he's so much quicker and
Yeah.
kind of has a deeper understanding of the game.
Look at the workers here, 70 to 52.
Wow.
It's
Again,
a
that's
gigantic difference.
A triple CC opening, too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a...
The entire purpose of that strategy is to exceed your opponent in workers. So it's pretty brutal. Trap is finishing up his 4th base over here. And I think Trap has approached this game in a completely reasonable, cautious setting.
Yeah.
Where a lot of times if you know you're better and not like you're cocky or anything, like you're actually, you can look at the player's skill and rank and say, I'm basically, I should be able to win this on every metric. Conservative play is the best way to go. You don't need to do any Harlem Globetrotter stuffs.
Yeah, like, it's kind of funny because that's always been the mentality of us non-Korean people. But remember, like, a lot of the time back in the day, it's like as soon as a new player would come in, they would just do an early attack against him a lot of the time. Do you remember this? Especially if it was a non-Korean, they'd be like, oh, how's your multitasking micro? Let's see. You know?
They'd be like, have at you.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that. Okay, this is a good catch here. I think he gets that, right?
Yeah. Or not.
No.
5 health. Seems appropriate. Well, the thing is, Spear hasn't taken any sort of massive damage or anything, right? So
yeah,
they're going to be on 1/1 upgrades each. I mean, I think Spear can just basically keep his supply similar. So this might just come down to a nice engagement, right? Maybe.
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
Pulling the boys, I think it's
All right.
appropriate. There's Storm out already, but no Colossi.
Okay, the attack's coming in here. Let's see how this is handled. This is actually not a great angle.
Yeah, let's
for
see if these
Protoss.
ghosts can actually hit. Watch this, watch this. Oh my god! He's actually dropping the ghosts out, and he gets the High Templars with at least 1 EMP, but there's still 3 storms there.
Oh my god, that storm.
Boy. Oh boy.
So much damage.
Yeah.
Again, though,
Hey.
actually, okay, even though Spear's kind of all over the place, like there's SCVs attacking a Nexus that's warping in.
Yeah.
This might actually work. Hold on.
Oh,
Great
that's a good storm.
We need maybe 2 or 3 more good storms here, and I think this is held.
Yeah, I think he has 1 more storm left in him.
So the SCVs are supposed to be soaking damage.
Yeah, they're supposed to be with the armor, not attacking a Nexus.
Yeah.
They did take the shields off that Nexus,
So you
though,
can see it's all
Cases.
on one hockey as the SCVs are kiting and then attacking the Zealot.
Yes. And, yeah. So, I mean...
That's what I call StarCraft.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the round of 24.
Yes.
One of our most accomplished, best Protosses in the world going up against.
So this is
first time GSL Code S.
This series might be like the beginning of a horror movie where someone's killed by the bad guy. Right now, Spear is hanging from a hook in a cabin right now. And now we know, ooh, the killer is scary. Who's going to make it? How will these teenagers on a camp out do?
And then you find out that everyone else in the movie is the bad guy, and Spear never stood a chance.
That's right. It's literally just a bunch of crazy-looking killers. It's monsters wearing each other's faces and someone with a pig head and, chainsaws and hooks. And
damn, man, I can tell you've seen movies like that before.
I can get through scary movies, Artosis. Game 2 on Everdream has loaded up. Let's go.
영광의 전투가 펼쳐진다. GSL을 위하여. Junior Greetings, 트레, 조성호. Team NB, Spear, 김현모.
I feel like those SCVs should be taking damage from that blue light. It's like one of those Diablo auras.
All the SCVs gain a little bit of mana as they sit in that aura.
Oh, what would that even affect?
I
It's
don't
like
know.
feedback kills SCVs now. I don't know.
The question is, what spells do SCVs even get, you know?
Yeah. Oh, my.
So this time we had a probe scout that did manage to get inside the base.
Yeah, he's not going to try to trick him this time.
And we're certainly not going to see triple command center.
I wouldn't think so. That didn't work out so well. I really feel like he should be doing like very sharp all-ins, because those are going to give you the best chance, right? You can do all-ins that are like really hard even for top Protosses to hold sometimes.
Yeah. Well, the thing about really top-tier players is in late game, they are, I think of them like athletes or power lifters, or, it's like, it's hard to go toe-to-toe with a really good pro gamer in a macro game.
Yeah.
I think your odds are just better if you try to cheese them out.
Well, the more time that their mechanics and decision-making can kick in, the better for them. So I think that's why going for those longer games is just ridiculously hard. Whereas in the early game, it's like, oh, did you make a wrong decision? Well, I have a stupid-looking Cyclone push that's attacking you right now. Or something like that,
Yeah.
Just, remember what Tasia did that one day where he did the same, all in 3 times in a row? First
Yeah.
it worked, then it almost worked, then it totally failed.
Yeah, then I realized I was in the movie Groundhog's Day. Like,
Yeah.
the Groundhog's Day cast.
Well, that was funny seeing it from Tasia because we saw how strong he was in some other matchups. Whereas that type of play, I want to see out of Spear. That's what I want to see, you know?
Sure, yeah.
It's like, give me that Spear. Just have like a crazy all-in you practice that like 20% of the time you're going to beat Trap with, because I think that's higher than going into the macro game, to be honest.
All right, we've got a probe combing the northern part of the map. I think he just wants to make sure. There's a lot of times we'll see someone hide a building up here, so he just wants to go up there and make sure. I think especially after the way that Game 1 went, if I was Trap, I would be suspecting some kind of surprise play.
Yeah, you would think. Well, this is quick concussive shells. Now, that, like, I think he'll get aggressive with it, but it can be nice, too, because sometimes they'll come in with, like, well, this probe actually coming up.
Wow, look at this.
Kind of funny. But, yeah, sometimes they will come up with, like, an adept or something, right, and you'll be able to catch it, or a stalker or whatever. And now he brings back the Marauders as well. And now he knows what's going on. I almost feel like you want a Void Ray here. I want to see it.
Phoenixes are cute. Well, I would do anything to see a Void Ray, man.
Well, you're going to see some this season,
Yeah.
Taste. That
I'm
new
looking
patch
forward to it.
Is, well, it's hilarious to watch. It's like some funny results are popping up in online tournaments right now
Yeah.
where like a Protoss you didn't expect got further than you'd expect, and then it's
Yeah.
like, how many Void Rays were involved here? Like, I don't know. What type of all-in do we have right now? All right, well, it's going to be Phoenixes against stuff that doesn't shoot up. But it comes down more to lift energy than anything. And so you should have 2 lifts right now. 3rd lift as this one pops out.
Okay.
4th lift actually should be just about ready, I guess, on that other Phoenix, right?
Okay, so this is pretty unfortunate because there's not enough anti-air here to actually do much against this, and there's enough Phoenixes that you can't really turn around.
Oh, he's just already completely
and so
smashed. It's not even close.
The thing is, as you retreat, I thought he might even commit there, but yeah, as you retreat, I mean, these Phoenixes basically get to pick off each of these units. The Stalkers are great at pursuing as well, so, I mean, this just sucks for Terran.
Oh,
I think we
yeah.
are going to be, I think we're in the twilight of this game, Artosis.
Well, he's already lost everything he made for an
Yeah.
early push.
Yeah.
And he literally, like, he took shields off of a Stalker, I believe is the damage he got
Yeah.
done. Okay, he just took some shields off that Nexus as well.
This is a situation where the game will actually seesaw so heavily it can result in a loss here.
Yeah.
We have SCVs being pulled. He did not actually close the lock off the ramp.
Man.
This sucks, man. All right, well, Spear, in the era of 2020, not the weapon you want to use. This is not.
No, certainly not. My God.
Stim is done. Will this one Marauder stim? I think his attack could have been handled a little bit better here by Trap, but I don't want to get too nitpicky.
Well, yeah, at this point, I don't...
It doesn't
like,
really matter.
Trap is up so much. Like, you can't even stop the Phoenix harassment,
Yeah.
you know?
No, the one turret is not going to be enough to make these Phoenixes go home. And the Phoenixes can occupy the area at the ramp and basically cut off circulation.
Yeah. Well, the game continues onwards. Okay, Adepts coming across the map. Trap might be able to finish with those. Just not a lot going on for Spear.
Okay. I don't know what Spear really does to overcome this. I think there's going to be another attack here inbound. Here we go. That's funny. He's shading away here. So he'll get a few SCV kills and then probably pop back out like we just saw.
Yeah. I mean, Stim is done. He has Medivacs. He's going to get Combat Shield. Started his 3rd command. But the thing that I'm looking at right now here, right, is Trap's gates are about to finish. And look at these supplies. He's up 50% more workers, 50% more bases, and he has a bigger army supply. Normally, it's like, okay, yeah, Protoss has more probes. Okay, we're used to that. Oh, the 3rd base is quicker. Okay, we're used to that. But
Right.
at least at this portion of the game, generally,
Oh, man.
Terran will get ahead on army supply, right? And be able to at least put pressure on. But here, not even ahead on army supply, right? This
Yeah.
is like the ultimate
Oh, gosh.
so far behind.
Oh, this sucks. Okay, one medevac goes down. This game was rough. I guess we're not out of it yet, but this is. I mean, I just don't know how Terran can overcome anything. I'm even surprised.
This is really what we're watching is the ultimate mismatch.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Like Spear should have swiped left when he got this group.
Yeah. No kidding. This is the round of 24 is not made equally. You know, I mean, even though we have the 24 best players in the world, basically, or at least the ones that can be here in Korea, I should say. There's a huge skill
The 23
difference.
best Koreans in Won.
Yeah.
That's what we have.
But look, I mean, it's not always evenly matched. Even in the round of 4, we've had completely lopsided games. This is what makes StarCraft good, though, is you can be so much better than somebody.
Yeah, this is part of the beauty of the game.
I got a
this
question.
isn't Mario Kart where suddenly now Spear gets a blue shell and
he
he's
shoots
back in it. It's not that.
He shoots a turtle shell out, and suddenly the person in the front is now in the back because nothing means anything, and why are we playing this anyways?
Yep.
Did you hear that there's some people calling for no more complex inputs in fighting games, Artosis?
No more complex inputs?
Like you know, like a quarter circle forward.
Yeah.
Punch. There's people that just want it to be made easier.
Who?
Garbage people, but
Garbage people.
yeah.
Yeah. That
that
would
are like-
be the type of people that would
This
want
is
that.
a weird movement that's happening where people that are absolute trash at games are like, I could be the best if I didn't have to learn how to do anything.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah, no, that type of thing, what scares me too, and what is truly sad about the human race is that some game company will now do that.
Yeah.
And then
They're like, oh, we fixed it, guys. Now you
And
don't
here-
have to hit all these buttons.
here will be the funny thing, right? How popular will that get? How many skillless idiots are going to buy that game
Yeah.
and then play it, and then suddenly you see the pro Street Fighter players and stuff, they're like, oh, God, I got to go
Yeah.
try to win this money now.
I need
They
to
have
make
to play
money
it.
somehow, man. Okay, little victory here for Spear. Spear's going to do a dive into the main, it looks like. I don't know what's in here. Okay, there's a warp in. He's got to be careful. These stalkers are, yeah. All right, beat me to it. He's going to be able to shoot down that medevac.
Yeah. Overcharges that battery right there, so that'll buy him a bit of time. Can go ahead and just crush this push easily. The one in the main base, it looks like it's still around a little bit. No, it's getting out of there now. Yeah, it's over twice the army supply here for Trap over Spear. It's got some siege tanks, so part of a wall here. I guess Trap will pull back.
Oh, sick. Here we go. Big attack over at the natural. I don't see anything here to defend.
That missile turret.
Yeah. You got to turn it upside down, and then it can shoot the zealots. Okay, this, I think, is going to be a fatal blow here. The Immortals will be able to gun down the tanks with ease. No more third base. The Zealots shredding up the natural. GG Trap. Easy peasy.
Yeah, no, that was pretty one-sided. The thing is, I think this group is unbelievably stacked. I think it doesn't matter what group Spear got this season. He probably wasn't going to go on the next round.
I
but
agree.
This group in particular is really strong. With Trap, Solar, and Special, those are all around a 16 guys, you know, or even higher, really. Trap is really a round of 8, round of 4 guy.
Right.
So it's a tough one for poor Spear on his first GSL Codes outing. We'll see if he does better in that loser match. Maybe this is his tough matchup, you know. Maybe he fares better against Zerg or Terran.
Yeah, I think you're right. We're going to go to a short break. When we come back, I think a much more exciting match will be next. Special versus Solar. Don't go away.
성능을 언제 어디서나 가볍게 즐기다. 지포스 GTX 1650 그래픽 최신 인텔 10세대 프로세서 탑재. 고성능 노트북의 새로운 기준 LG 울트라 기어.
싱그러운 청귤이 사이다를 더 청량하게. 새로움을 마시다.
이상한데? 그렇게 작아. 너무 안 보이는데? 보이지가 않잖아. 쓸 수가 없는데? 아니, 저 키워보라고.
성능을 17대화면으로 언제 어디서나 더 크게 즐기다. WQXGA 초고화질의 17대화면, 16대10 최적의 화면비, 고성능 노트북의 새로운 기준, LG 울트라 기어.
울트라 기어로 부드럽게 이긴다. LG 울트라 기어 게이밍 모니터. 울트라 기어로 선명하게 이긴다. LG 울트라 기어 게이밍 모니터.
상큼한 복숭아가 사이다를 더 청량하게. 새로움을 마시다.
Round of 24. Train. Speed. Special. Solar. Africa team. Pre-Go Studio Live. 2020 GSL Season 3. Code is Last Stand.
All right, Artosis and I had a little bit of a fight off camera. I don't know if we're going to be able to reconcile it. I've discovered
Probably
that Artosis likes flavored mineral water, whereas I prefer mineral water with no
Wait,
flavor.
You're saying it wrong. It's not mineral water, sparkling water.
Sparkling water.
Yeah, so like water with bubbles in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bubbly
You drink
water.
it plain,
I drink it plain.
and I
when
drink
I
it
drink
with
it.
the flavor.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that maybe you want to pack your bags and move your ass to Germany, where they drink that all the time, tasteless.
I did. Now, here's the thing. I was anti-sparkling water for about 95% of my life, and then
Yeah.
one day I changed. I switched teams. Just
The
like at the
team
start of
sparkling
GSL, I was anti-olive, and I've actually I wobbled on that.
Yeah, you have. I remember that one.
I'm now pro-olive.
Yeah, olives are good. I'm glad that you saw the light on
Well,
that
I
one.
grew up. But flavored mineral water.
You don't like some lemon flavor in there?
You uncultured pig. You're probably
lemon
a guy
flavor.
that when you eat your hot dog, you're like, no ketchup and mustard, please.
Just plain on the bun.
Yeah, like you're
Hell
a
yeah.
5-year-old kid.
A proper sandwich. No, it's better with a little bit of flavor and tasteless.
Now here's the thing. I might cut a lemon and give it a little squeezy squeeze in my sparkling water and make my own flavored. But I'm not going to go be like, oh, can you put some...
Tasteless. We're not all millionaires like you buying lemons to squeeze into
That's
water.
how out of touch I am, is sometimes there's just fresh lemons in my house.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
My wife actually just bought a bag of lemons. There's so many lemons. I'm like, percentage chance we get through these before they're all rotten? 0.
But you won't die of scurvy. There's always that.
That's true.
Let's go to Death Raw for map number 1. Special versus Solar. Certainly should be a better match. That starts now.
영광의 전투가 펼쳐진다. GSL을 위하여. 전투 지원이 들어왔다. 함께일 때 우린 더욱 강하다.
So we have the Protoss theme this GSL. We did Zerg Season 2 and Terran Season 1.
엑소 스페셜.
And apparently-
후안 로페.
Excuse me. Apparently this voice actor, who is Artanis, this is the most expensive voice actor in Korea for Korean stuff.
Protoss units do cost a bit more.
They,
솔라 강미스.
that's true.
They have more hit points, though,
They
tasteless.
they do come with shields, so you
Yeah.
need to have them cost a little bit more. It makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, he doesn't really sound very human, so I guess that could be why.
Yeah. That could be it. Don't Protoss talk to each other with their minds?
I think
They
they
don't-
talk
they
to
don't-
everyone with their minds because they don't have mouths.
That's got to be annoying.
Maybe they have a mouth, but it's somewhere else.
Yeah. Like in their armpit or something.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what I was thinking.
They have 2
That's
mouths
funny.
and stuff.
Yeah. Whenever they put their arms up, they scream. In stereo.
Yeah.
You don't want to be put in a headlock by a Protoss.
Oh,
no.
man. Oh, God. Yeah.
Oh, man.
You'll
they
lose your
slobber on
nose.
ya.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see how Special does. I think everybody who's watching this language stream, we want to root for the foreigners, right?
Sure.
This GSL, we don't have enough foreign representation, so it's
That's true.
let's
Scarlet's
gang up
gonna
on
go
the
out this
Koreans
time.
here.
So yeah, it's only special this season. I talked to him a little bit today before the match, but he was saying, and this is actually what I kind of thought going in, he's much less afraid of trap than he is of solar.
Yeah.
It's just he finds TVZ right now to be really, really hard. Which I was like, oh, that's... Yeah, I thought that's what you'd say because his TVP looks really nice right now. He's very strong in the matchup. And he was like, no, man, Zerg's just it's so imba. And so then he went up to TY, who was getting his makeup done. He's like, what's harder, Protoss or Zerg? And TY is like, Protoss! I'm like, yeah, okay. So this is the story of StarCraft right here.
Yeah.
Everyone's got
the
their
story
own
of
demons
StarCraft is
they're
everybody's a victim.
Yeah. Oh, man. But, look, for this match, okay, Special throws down the third command actually.
That actually
just
wasn't
out of vision.
spotted, yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice. No worries,
annoying.
though. Oh my God, that's about as annoying as you can
This
get.
was one of the first techniques figured out in StarCraft was the old
Switcheroo.
unit under the old switcheroo, the unit under the floating building.
Well, he saw the timing of the starport, so I feel like he should know there's the third command. By the way, this feels like it might be a BC build. We'll see here. Speed for Overlords on the way from Solar.
Okay. By the way, I did do an interview with Special on my podcast. Got to learn a lot about his history.
I
He's got a
know.
very interesting life story.
We had a very slow week in StarCraft, I guess, because every time I went to Team Liquid, there's your face and his face right there.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, I can't get away from Tasteless no matter what I do.
You can't hide from Tasteless no matter what. God.
Yeah,
Yeah, it has been a slow week for StarCraft.
but we're back now. Speed that week up.
Well, it's good we have GSL now, thank God. It was a slow month for us. And then ASL is just around the corner.
8 days from now.
Asshole.
Starts up. All right. Oh, okay. So we see what's going on here. When you see concussive shells being researched, that means we should see an armory getting thrown down pretty soon here, right? Normally it's Hellbat with concussive shell marauders. Oh, he started it, then canceled it as the Overlord flew out. So he was maybe faking stim there. And there's actual stim now. And going into mech. He started... That's kind of funny. I think stim will get canceled. I love how he keeps rechecking.
Yeah. It's cool.
Solar is not buying what Special is selling.
But this
yet.
is smart. Yeah, this is... Especially when you confirm a cancel, it's so good.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like just straight up mech here from Special. A little bit of Liberator harassment coming in.
Okay, these Lings shouldn't be able to get away with much here. SCVs are going to be pulled. Doesn't look like Special's actually being vigilant with that Liberator. I think it's going to get shot down by the Spore.
Oh.
Now, there's 10 Roaches coming here, but I almost wonder if Solar should have waited a little bit before he sent those Lings in there.
Yeah, a lot of Roaches, a lot of Lings coming up. So, I mean, let's see what Special actually has making right now. He's making a Cyclone now, and he has a lot of Hellions, but against the amount of units coming in, it could be tough. Okay, he's actually making 2 Siege Tanks. The Siege Tanks really will be the saving grace here.
Okay. Ravager's coming here. It's critical that Terran survives this without suffering too much. A lot of times when you have attacks like this, SCVs have to be pulled. Hellbats come in here, but now there's all these Lings that are completely able to avoid the Hellbats. Many of them doing damage to the natural, some of them even going to the third now.
It looks like he's just trying to get the Hellbats back to deal with those Zerglings, because he's got to make sure his Siege Tanks stay alive, and those are actually giving vision at the moment.
I think that was a pretty big mistake for Special to commit like in that area, because that's not an area you have to defend. The ramp is not important. That actually cost him the game.
Ouch. That is not a good opening game right there for Special.
That's one of those moments where it's like your Twitch reflexes kick in and you make the Hellbats and suddenly the entire game is lost because the Lings ran by him.
Yeah. He lost like all of his SPs. He had just transferred to the third base. Stuff got in on top of his Siege Tanks. It just, everything went wrong there. So some quick aggression from Solar will win game 1. Ouch. Some very quick one-sided games so far today.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to game 2 on Golden Wall. I really do enjoy Golden Wall as a map. I hope this map sticks around for a while. There's been a lot of fun games. I actually think we need maybe one more map kind of like Golden Wall. changed a few of the features, but
Yeah.
yeah, the split.
We'll call it blue wall with golden bases everywhere.
Yes. Game 2 is loaded up right now. Solar with a 1-0 lead.
영광의 전투가 펼쳐진다. GSL을 위하여.
Artanis kind of sounds like he's drunk when he says that. Let's wait until the next game intro, but there's. It's I think it's there.
팀 엑소 스페셜 후안 로페즈.
Especial.
카이즈 게임 솔라 강민수.
I tell you, I mean, it's a rich voice, a deep voice, but for me, it's more of a Zeratul voice, to be honest.
Yeah, he's got kind of a Dark Templar thing going on.
Yeah.
Zeratul was ahead of his time. He was wearing a mask all along, man. So.
He was just trying to hide his chin. He was very
self-conscious.
Very self-conscious about that chin.
He actually has a butt chin is the thing. Or wait, are butt chins supposed to be attractive? Elvis had a butt chin.
I think it's probably in the eye of the beholder.
That's true.
Right? So definitely through the evolution of humankind, at some point it was attractive in some demographic because it stayed. So
because those were the alphas at that time.
Those butt chinners.
Those butt chins. I like big butt chins, and I cannot lie. So we're going to have to let this game unravel a little bit more here before we can tell you exactly what they're going to do. There's a lot of ways to approach this because you can open up the lower platform and expand there. We saw in the last finals what I thought was going to be a pretty cool strategy from Stats that backfired, where he completely tried to gobble up all the resources at the bottom, and it ended up just getting attacked at the front of his base and dying. But
yeah, that was brutal.
There's also plays where both players end up expanding to the top. Because of the gold bases, some players have attempted strategies where they try to secure that quickly and then use the leverage of the extra minerals to get a lead.
Yeah. By the way, to prepare for this match, I know that Special practiced some against Rogue, the current champ, so I'm sure he's got some good stuff prepared, just hopefully he doesn't instantly die the first attack that Solar brings out again. Loses one of those lings pretty quickly. Queen's about to pop out. Everything looks pretty normal so far.
Okay. This is a dance we've seen a million times before. Reaper's going to back up now. And we do see that drone mining out those minerals. So there's some plans here to do something, unless this is simply to make sure that you can defend from a push.
Yeah, we have seen that a little bit on this map.
There's a funny thing about playing against Zergs where occasionally if you can just get to the main and kill the tech there, you win the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a funny thing. It's actually just always been in StarCraft for like the 22 years this franchise has been out, I should say. If you can get to the main and just kill everything, a lot of times the Zerg is so crippled, there's almost no way to recover. Because just the way that games tend to pan out, most of the tech is in the main. And of course, even just getting rid of the spawning pool, it's funny. If you get rid of, like, let's say the lair and the pool's always in the main, then it's like...
Yeah, that's definitely going to slow you quite a bit.
It's such a hard reset.
And don't forget, I think part of that as well is if they're trying to defend it and keep their main alive for a while, but then eventually lose it, they've actually bled a lot of units as well. So then it's like production is gone, tech is gone, and units are gone as well. So he's still just mining that out, just kind of making it wide. We'll see if he actually ends up taking a base down there or not. Overlord speed finishes up, going to poke in and see exactly what Special's up to. And he's going to see third command center, an upgrade on the way. Of course, there's still time to switch that.
Okay, factory getting rotated in there. We have more barracks coming down now. Zerg's doing a good job pushing the creep out, expanding. I think we're still in for a little bit of a slow game, at least for starts.
Yeah, it definitely does look that way. We'll see if he does some sort of parading push or not. Another Overlord coming across here for Solar.
Yeah, and this is just to confirm, like, are you doing anything weird? You're going to see these barracks here and say, no. Oh, no, Solar's not really looking here. So 3 drones are killed. Terran not losing anything.
Yeah, nice little minor harassment. Solar has now figured out that, yes, in fact, this is going to be a bio play, so he's getting that Baneling Nest now. It should be a pretty normal game. Definitely something you want to double check. You saw how hard Special was trying to cover the fact that he was going mech that last game.
Yeah. All right, the Baneling's Nest is about to finish here, as is Stim. The creep continues to spread here. We don't have any clear signs of what the plans are for Special. Special appears to just be playing like about as vanilla of a macro game as you can play, which is fine. It's not bad at all. But he's getting the 2 eBays here. You know, we see he'll probably be taking a third. I don't think you ever really want to get 2 eBays and then just attack on 2 bases. So there's going to be some time. We also, on the Zerg end of things, see no signs of any attacking units being made. Instead, there's just tech and development. So as this game continues to unfold, it's going to be one that should be a pretty epic macro game. Special has now taken the gold base in the forwardmost position, and I don't think Zerg can really contest that, at least not with what Zerg has right now.
Yeah, certainly not right now. He is making some lings, so we'll see if a little bit of harassment occurs, but a couple medevacs being sent out across the map right now. Vikings scouting what is going on here. Sees that is mined out in the back.
All right. A dozen lings being made here. Spire about to finish. With Bane's morphing, that's one of the quickest way. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, let's see.
Wait, let's see what this drop does. Excuse me.
Well, Overlord is there to see it.
Okay, so what's actually down here to defend? When the Banelings get here, Terran will have to pick up. Special not really losing much of anything, though. It's fine.
No.
You can always try to make a move like that, especially when the Spire's not done. As long as you're attentive with your medevacs, you will be able to get away from the Queens.
Yeah. He's about to have his 1-1 in combat shields finish up, right? He's adding a ton of barracks right now, and I think we're just going to see, like, oh, I love this move.
This is sick.
Yeah.
What was that weird little dance he did?
I think he was trying to get right into that corner for the detonate to hit as many SCVs as is possible.
I don't think we've casted a game where someone's done this before.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so 9 more Mutalisks are on the way. When the Mutalisks are out, Zerg is going to have an army that you can actually engage the Terran with. And if Terran miscontrols it, Terran loses, like really badly. Like the medevacs, if you pick up and don't control right and the Mutas kill it, you have lost basically everything and have not traded at all. And that's why Mutas comboed with Banelings, as long as there's some extra Zerglings there as well. It's very hard to deal with.
Yeah. Look at this. The Muta's coming in to try to save these Morphing Banes, so kind of a very nice move here to push that medevac back. I like that type of harassment as well, like the Banelings just coming up to kill SCVs from behind. It's not something you think of. But, you know, now that Mutas are out and everything, I think the real battle should begin. I feel like it's just about time for Special to get this going, right? He's just started 2-2. He's got his stim, his combat shields. He's getting a good amount of supply. He needs to start pushing pretty soon. Keep that pressure on. Got to utilize this gold base.
Okay. Muta's now going to come in here. This is going to force a lot of the Terran army to pull back around here and try to defend. And, oh, excuse me. I got to get closer to my monitor here. I didn't actually see the blue army on the minimap that was actually pushing across here. So the Mutas are going to have to come back over here, and we're going to see how well controlled this is. Again, it's only about half of the army. The rest of it's coming across the map. In fact, the Mutas might try to come in here and snipe this.
Well, plenty of Marines are here to stop them and push them away, killing a Muta or two.
He gets pushed up to the top as the Marines sandwich him there. But now we're going to see Special on creep. And this is where the Zerg can take a fight. We need to see where the siege tanks are going to be positioned and how far across the Marines can go.
Well, looks like a little bit of a counterattack, but plenty of units here. Great rally point.
Yeah, the Marines able to clog the entrance is really nice.
It's a very good way to rally your units, right? To a depot that's lowered. And look at this.
This is actually pretty alarming because this is where the Baneling's nest is. There's a second one being made, so we know that he's expecting that one to be killed off.
Yeah, but still, it's gone. So that's all the Banelings for now, right?
I think Special might just win this game here.
Yeah, it looks like he has a perfect timing here to get something done before the Banelings are back up.
Yeah, the Banelings nest is about 80% done, but that's a long time in StarCraft 2 here.
Yeah.
With this many Marines coming through here, he is going to cut the Zerg in half. Those are the last Banelings in the game have been used.
Yeah, and without the Banelings, you can't do anything. GG.
Jeez.
Yeah, kind of an interesting game there with Bailey Ness kind of used as like an anti-Hellion type wall, but that definitely was part of what cost him there. But of course, Special hit a very nice push. He took the gold quite quickly, never really got punished for it, and really hit his stride with his macro.
Yeah, this was a great play by Special. I think he might have won anyways, yeah, with the push, but really decisive push, really well controlled. A very Special-esque win. All mechanics, upgrades, expansions. No quick tricks. Yeah, just clean play.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Like, there was a little bit of play back and forth with the scouting based on game one. You know, like, am I going by or am I not? But yeah, it was pretty straightforward victory from Special.
Okay, game 3, Special versus Solar continues on. The winner goes on to face Trap in our third best of 3. All right, let's listen to Wasted Artanis. Yeah, it does sound like that.
Yeah, I love it.
Team Exxon Special, Juan Lopez. Kaiji, Sola, Kangminsu.
I think we zoomed in too much there. It's like we were watching a portal open up on that hatchery. One of the little portal robots jumps out. I'm like, what? What is this crossover?
A Zealot warps inside of the hatchery and it becomes some nightmare like the Thing.
Infested Zealots.
Yeah. It's like the Fly where it's now half Zealot, half hatchery. He's like, kill me.
And the Terran is like, I can't.
I just, maybe it was like 10 days ago, I just finally saw the movie The Thing. Have you seen this?
I think I probably saw it when I was really young, but I don't remember it.
Oh, the old one. I think they remade it a couple years ago. But
oh, did they?
I forgot how great these gore movies. I don't know if you call it a gore movie or what it is, but you know they weren't using special effects in these horror movies, so it was all kind of.
Yeah, you have to like throw chocolate sauce or whatever.
Yeah, no, exactly. Or Kool-Aid for blood or whatever they were doing. It was, anyways, great film.
Huh.
So, I think this game could go either way. You know, Special wins with a very sharp timing. I'm sorry, Solar wins with a very sharp timing. Special, Impulse made the Hellbats, and the Lynx just run by. And from there, you've lost control of the game. And the Hellbats having to run back and try to save the SCVs, take too much damage from the Roaches and the Ravagers. And then Special in the next game plays a very clean macro game where Solar's trying to both match him and stay a little bit ahead economically. And that's what a standard TVZ usually is the Terran trying to push, the Zerg trying to hold it while staying ahead. And Special won.
Well, we'll see what happens here in game number 3, right? Because that was a very map-specific build. The gold minerals definitely help Special in that type of situation. I'm not sure exactly what we'll see out of him here. I think he's one of the few players that's like really kind of equal between mech and bio as far as comfort level goes. So I feel like we could see anything this game. The way that SCV's patrolling, though, that reeks of Starport to me, Tasteless.
Yes.
Or maybe something else, like a fusion core up there to really hide VCs.
Oh, that would be cool. He hasn't made anything up there yet, so you might have nailed that one.
Oh! Hold
Armory.
the phone.
Oh, Ghost Academy.
Yeah. So there's like a kind of funny build that he and TY have used in the past where they go Ghost for snipe to kill queens, and then they have Hellbats with it.
That's cool because the queens are the only thing that can really hold off the Hellbats. That's kind of the organic counter to that. So that's a very exciting idea. Let's see how ready Special is. We're getting a little bit more flavor in this day one at GSL. I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah. So there's the queen. I mean the queen. There's plenty of queens. There's the Ghost coming out. Yeah, this is exciting. Can't wait to see. So speed as well as Overlord speed on the way. Of course, the Overlord speed, this is the third game in a row that Solar's gotten it, so you can tell that he really, really wants to know what's up, but yeah, I don't know that there's any real way to hide the Ghost as it pops out, right? Unless you get a little bit lucky here.
Oh! Oh, I think he did.
Yeah, he did. Did
That's
not see that
crazy.
ghost. But a second one is coming. Now, wait, does he have... He has one Viking, right?
I believe he has only one. I think you're
Yeah,
correct.
okay.
And the Roach Warren has started here. There are 3 queens over here at the entrance.
He's coming out trying to find any Overlord that might be on the way as well. That would be really helpful.
Yeah, he wants to clear a path so that Solar doesn't know what's happening until it's already started. Oh, hold on. Ooh, good.
Well, he just ran the 2 ghosts away.
Oh, I don't think he saw it.
Yeah, I think he might not have seen it. That is some good hiding right there.
Okay, the ghosts are now going to move across the map. The Hellions are going to lead in the front because the later the Zerg finds out about this, the much higher likelihood the Terran has of succeeding with the strategy.
I don't think he made an armory, did he? I didn't notice if he did. I feel like this is supposed to be done with an armory, but
maybe not.
Huh.
I guess you don't have to hold your ground with the Hellions if there's no queens there, right? You can just chase the drones and
all right,
nice
so,
snipes. But
yeah.
roaches are out.
Okay, well, he's just fighting with these Hellions. Looks like a little Ling counterattack during this. Kind of a different take on an opener here. Do you feel like the ghosts did what they needed to do?
No, I don't actually.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's not like they aren't still useful, but
I feel like this is a strategy that maybe has not been ironed out yet here by Special.
The older version had Hellbats with it, so it was like much more beefy, and then it's like the queens had to micro away from the ghosts, and then you just kind of snipe a couple of them. And
so I thought I did get it when he didn't morph. I thought, oh, okay, this way you start to win the fight, and then as the drones run because they can't take the fight, you kill the Lings, and then you chase that, and then 3 roaches popped out and he ran. And I realized I did not actually know.
Yeah, it seemed a little bit weird, but okay.
So Stim's done now. I guess this game just leans back into standard play from Special.
Yeah. And now you have 2 ghosts. I'm not sure what he'll end up doing with that. Like, I mean, snipe is always reasonable. Maybe later on the EMPs can be used or something. But
yeah.
You can always see those nukes to kill some creep tumors. It's always one of my favorites. Sometimes you get to damage that spore that's running away. Remember those days?
Yes.
Good times.
Okay,
All right, here they come again. Look at this. All right, some snipes.
Yeah, nice. Takes out the 2 queens.
I mean, the more I see him just picking off random units like queens with this, I like that, you know?
You're just trading energy for one of their units.
Yeah.
That's literally the best trade you can get in the game, unless it's like Muta's killing a medevac full of units. I guess that's that's where you get a win and you don't lose anything. But I mean, anytime you can get rid of energy and kill a unit, it's always worthwhile.
Yeah. Look, it's poking back in once again. It's kind of cool too. This is like a roundabout way to stop some or prevent some creep spread.
Yeah.
You're just kind of reducing queens overall. This ghost, they're gonna get him. Get out of here. Yeah, I mean they continue to gain value, and that's one of my favorite things to see in StarCraft, you know?
And I think if he keeps those ghosts alive, we're going to have a lot more moments where you can keep getting value out of them. So we've got some more banelings being made, but we also have mutas coming here. So Zerg's about to have a fighting force. The few roaches that were made were there to try to, sandbag the progress of any Hellion attacks. But we're getting into a situation that's actually quite similar to what we had in Game 2 here, where now the Terran is going to try to push. Now there's I would say a little bit of a soft spot here at the top. There's not that much creep, and Terran's going to have the high ground, an actual pretty ideal location for the tanks as well. I don't know that Solar can hold this.
His Baneling speed is about to finish, and it looks like he's got to engage before that Baneling speed does in fact finish, and he might just have enough units to push it back.
Yeah, well, he looks like he barely has enough, which is crazy because usually Baneling speed is a deal breaker, you know.
Yeah, well, that's the one way he really could have won that battle, but doesn't quite do it anyways.
He probably could have won that battle so hard he would have been hitting the 3rd with the Banes by now, but you just look at how close they are.
Yeah. Bane speed, one of those most important upgrades. Well, Special going to continue this. The creep is not up on this hill, so that tank does have great positioning. Leave some Hellbats near that tank in the back. Can't really surround that one. All right, the Baneling's rolling in.
Yeah, I feel like Special's exacerbating his situation here. This is like The first push didn't work. Certainly the second one was not going to. I think it needed to back up. Yeah, we're in a situation here where I think there's almost more mutas than there are Marines now.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, it's starting to look a little bit grim, isn't it?
Yeah, I think actually, I don't know if Special can recover from this. I think there's going to be a lot more units rallying, and we actually have 40 Lings about to hatch here.
Yeah. It's not looking super hot. His army supply is down in the nether regions, just about nothing left over. I mean, he has 2-2 on the way, but look at this. Non-stop units flowing in right now from Solar.
Okay, I think yeah, that's going to be it. Solar wins that series 2-1.
Yeah.
And he'll be going on to the winner's match to face off against Trap. I think Special still has very good odds going up against Spear.
Yeah, I think it's reasonable. Like, it didn't seem as if Solar was completely unbeatable. 2 games, what Special was doing totally didn't work out. So that's kind of what we saw for his losses. And then against Trap, I think he's got an okay chance as well. You know, it's a tough group, but there's still hope. And I think he will beat Spear. I think he'll smash Spear.
Yeah.
I think he'll break Spear over his leg, like a true gladiator.
Special probably can't be happy with that last game. I don't think he played poorly, but I think a lot of the series probably goes back to game 1. With that, misplay with the Hellions. Anyways, guys, short break. We'll be right back.
got enough of this fever. I know, I know. Nothing would remain, and you don't wanna go. So go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always.
And here we go. Now it's going to seem like, uh-oh. Here he comes back up, but his expansion is in trouble. I don't know if he can recover this. Yeah, it looks like Nada. You better lift that, Nada, and he does. But the Viking is there to scout. And look at this, Marines running in. Nada losing so many units. Look at that supply, 127 against 100. Boxer way ahead in supply. Beautiful play here.
Here we go.
Here come the SCVs, though. Very good against Marauders. Boxer sieging up. Gonna want to target siege tanks. Cannot a breakthrough here with his SCVs. Doesn't look like it.
And there it is, GG. Nada tried to escape, he couldn't. Too many units there. What an exciting game. Nada comes back and bashes Slayers.
We'll see.
We'll know what Boxer's going to do when we see if there's an armory. Oh, I see. He's going to make this tech lab over here, swap him out, bring the factory back over here.
We may even see another start. But right now, a Phoenix is being made, and barely doesn't see it.
Oh my God!
Barely
missed that.
Even though he has anti-air, these Banshees are about to have
Cloaking, and they have cloaking now. This is huge. And he cloaks. Oh no. Thor Jong right now is like, OMG, WTF.
Oh no.
I scouted everything. How?
He knows just now he is making that robotics, so he's going to lose ridiculous amounts. I mean, with that type of economy, you're not going to stop this Thor Marine all in. Absolutely not happening.
Oh, there it is, GG.
GG! Boxer moves on
To the round of 16.
Oh, Marines trying to get back there. Tanks on hold position, puts up the depot. That's exactly what he needed to do. Uh-oh, but this is so scary. Spreading those Marines. Beautiful spread. And he minimizes damage more than I thought he even would. Boxer knowing how to deal in any situation. That was beautiful. But there are more speedlings in here. SCV's coming out. Even the mules trying to block some Zerglings off. And if he can stop this, he'll be in okay position still. Very smart. And he sees those Banes coming. He's got to retreat. And spreading a lot of Marines quite well right there. Very nice.
Wow, he's cleaning up.
Look at that, Reed joining up over here. So many Marines. He's got to be careful, though. Here come the Speed Banes. And
nice
control. Oh! That was beautiful. Just awesome spreading here from Boxer. The Banelings coming in. He's going to have to avoid as many as possible. Pulling away Marines. Beautiful moves. A lot of Roaches left.
Oh, my God.
No, he doesn't want to engage these with those weak Roaches. Roaches with almost no upgrades. Gonna kill that Roach Warren immediately. Running a few Marines up onto the high ground to take out as many Banes as possible. Look at that, just pulling Marines in all different directions. They can use so many more Banes than Zergs are used to.
I mean, they're gonna clean up this hatchery. This is GG for round number 1. But I can't wait to see this. I wouldn't be surprised if we go to the 5th and final deciding one. GG.
Oh, it definitely
Two
could.
awesome players.
That was quite a match. Uh-oh, here we go. He's got to save all these Marines. With the Baneling just running past. Sichang's doing beautiful damage to these Banes. All that's left is the Mutas. Does he have enough Marines to chase them off? Watch out!
Counterattack here.
And beautiful spreading. Suddenly, Kyrix's amazing position. And here he comes in from behind, catching another siege tank. And Boxer's starting to spread up. He's got to move back from these Banes, though. Speed Banes on creep are ridiculously fast. And here come the Roaches. It looks like Kyrix. Beautiful attack timing. And despite the fact that Boxer had so many units, it looks like Kyrix can take this battle. Two Overlords, here they come. The Overlords are coming in. And this could be dirty. A lot of Marauders going down, but he keeps most of his Marines alive. Oh my God. This is an insane comeback. Kyrix now in trouble. Counterattack from Fox are coming in perfect timing. There are no Banelings left. And the Roaches being taken out. GG. How did Boxer take that? Look, he is overwhelmed. He cannot believe it. I can't believe it.
We'll see, though. Can he break through? There's actually a lot of Zerglings there. Who knows?
He's making more cannons.
I'm starting to feel stupid, Tasteless.
Don't feel stupid, Artosis.
Much quicker now. And Hongan may actually end up holding this.
I can't believe this.
Yeah, look at that. The charged up Void Ray doing so much better. He's going to want to bring all his probes down right now. He's got to be so careful about getting this in. And look at that. He just keeps walling in.
I know.
Hongan prime. Unfortunately, one's going to pop out right here against charged up Void Rays, and it's going to die. Oh, so good.
And here it comes now.
GG. So, very impressive. Hongan ties it up. We're going to go to another 5th game basis.
Yeah.
Round of 24. 20. Speed. Special. Solar. Africa TV. Pre-Go Studio Live. 2020 GSL Season 3. Codex. Last stand.
Calling, and you stop calling. I'm not used to
It's on Artosis. The little girls are singing. Little girls singing voices.
Okay, we have finished up those first 2 matches. It's going to be Trap against Solar in the winner's match. Do you have a favorite here?
I think Trap. Solar's very good, though. He never fails to disappoint.
Yeah.
I think Solar is actually one of the smartest players in the GSL. But Trap's looking good.
Yeah, well, there's only 2 Protoss right now that I would actually bet on in PvZ, and that's Trap, and that's Parting.
Yeah.
So, like, Trap for completely different reasons, right? Parting because he knows how to put together a series that's going to win, and then Trap because I think he's got easily the best PvZ in the world right now, like, not even close. In fact, we were going over all this on the Pylon show the other day, and good old E-Mini showed us the stats. Like, Trap in his last, like, 20 PvZs, he's lost to, like, Serral, and that's it. Like, he has actually been crushing everybody.
Is that right? That's a crazy stat.
Yeah, no, he's killing it right now in this matchup. So
Game 1. Sorry. I'm sorry. I was gonna start the game.
GSL을 위하여.
Good music for this season.
전투 지원이 들어왔다. 함께 우리는 더욱 강하다.
2, 3, 4.
OP, PP. I know Protoss is OP Solar. Am I one of the guys now?
All right, so who knows what that is, but hopefully it'll get fixed quick. He was doing his old man run there, our ref.
Yeah, he did do the
hand behind his back.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing here. Okay. Something's wrong with Solar's PC, obviously.
Yeah, I don't know. We have not been informed yet on what's going on.
It's like there's a warping around my Nexus.
Yeah.
Around my hatchery.
So if
I see. Okay, so there's something wrong with his keyboard inputs, I believe, because I'm looking at your screen that's paused in game, and he's 13 of 14 supply with 175 minerals and nothing building. So either he's doing a 13 pool, which doesn't sound right, or stuff's not building. Like maybe the hotkeys were off or his keyboard's broken, something like that. And Trap's just sitting
I just got this It was actually a gift, I should say, a gift from No Regret.
Oh yeah.
Was a cordless mouse.
Oh yeah, he was telling me about that. He was saying it was pretty good. Do you think it's good?
Yeah,
or?
it's actually really good. Like,
Is
I know
it?
that, because we're older than I think a lot of the people that are
Yeah.
watching, but back in the day, the idea of a cordless mouse was like if
When
you show up to a tournament with a cordless mouse, you get your ass kicked, bro.
Yeah, no, when Nesh showed up to a tournament with the cordless mouse,
we were
I
like,
was
what
like,
are you doing?
Psh, that's why you're like the seventh.
I'm like,
best
here, try
Terran."
this. I hand him a trackball. Same thing, buddy.
Someone showed up to a trackball once for a tournament too, but yeah, go ahead.
No. Really?
Cyrax played with a trackball.
Cyrax play with a trackball?
Yeah, it's craziness.
And when he macroed, did he just roll his face on the keyboard?
Well, yeah, pretty much. That's why his macro is so.
But no, the cordless mouse is it's actually very responsive, and I kind of like that the cord's not attached to it. But the problem is that I'm not used to having to, like, it has a little mount that you put it on when you're not there, and I'm not used to having to mount the mouse when I get away from my computer. So, and I think it lasts for like 72 hours. Hold on. Some other window popped up on Solar's PC when he was in the game, and it tabbed him out, and then his keyboard stopped working.
Huh.
And then his face exploded. And everything went wrong.
That's crazy.
That's what I was informed of. So I think they're going to... Okay, they're going to review the stream from his first person. Damn, that's pretty cool. See, what if they're like,
if
no,
it's
you're
a
fine.
screen capture, that's one thing, and then if it's a
What if
game
he's-
capture, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Big brain streamer over here.
So, yeah, I'm not used to mounting the mouse.
Yeah.
And so what's happened is I've had a couple of games where I come back and I'm playing StarCraft, and then my mouse literally dies. And so what I have now is I have my second mouse also plugged into the computer.
yeah.
So when my mouse eventually dies, I like throw it aside, and then I grab the other mouse and keep going.
Dude, you're like Rambo or something. You're done with a gun, you just throw it and pick up the next one. Like,
Yeah,
you don't got time to
exactly.
reload.
But I'm still trying to get into the rhythm of actually putting the mouse back.
Damn, okay.
That's my story, Artosis.
Yeah, no,
Did you
that's-
like that story?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'd like to hear about hardware stuff like that, like a cordless mouse. Like, is that something I'll ever end up using? I don't know. I recently
You're
got a
using
much
a-
better mouse bungee, which I
A
really
mouse
like.
bungee? What do you mean, like
You know, that holds the cord.
Oh, I've never actually used those. Are those good?
You're a cave person. Like,
I
you
am.
don't use a mouse bungee. No wonder
I'm a
you
future
really, like,
person, Artosis.
Without the mouse
I use a
bungee-
cordless mouse. I might as well drive a flying car. Back off, bungee.
Yeah, now you do.
What
but
are you going to go
just
jump
started.
off a cliff with your bungee cord? Huh?
Wow.
You adrenaline junkie?
Yeah, I guess.
Excuse me, I can't hear you. I'm in my flying car driving away from this garbage conversation.
Damn, I got owned.
Yeah.
I got wrecked.
Uh-oh. What if Solar lied? You ever had... I've seen this in tournaments before. I mean, I don't think he did lie, but you ever seen somebody like make an excuse and they go back and they're like, that didn't happen? It's like, oh, okay,
That
yeah,
stuff's
no,
funny.
it's fine. I'll just play my games.
Have you
Sorry.
ever seen the clip of that Counter-Strike pro that had like a hacks on his computer, and they came over because they were like suspecting it, and they were on stage?
Yeah.
And the player keeps trying to turn off the computer, and they won't let him. That's the greatest clip
That's so funny.
in the whole world.
Oh.
I only recently saw that. I was like, I can't believe this happened. That's so crazy.
When I was in college, I lived with a couple other guys, and there's this one guy that lived with us, for just a semester, but he would play Counter-Strike and hack. And I was like, "Are you?" He's like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "You can see through the wall." Like, he didn't get it at all. I'm like,
Yeah.
"But you're ruining the game for other people." He's like, "No, it's great. I can see through the walls. I'm killing everybody." And that was
God.
one of the moments where I actually met somebody who was just like,
Oblivious
a cheater. Yeah,
to it. That's
oblivious
funny.
to how they're destroying the experience for everybody else.
Do you remember these old videos that they would make, like way back when you'd have to download a video off like a sharing website?
Mm-hmm.
And there used to be videos of like kids getting caught at big LANs that people would just bring your own computer LANs.
Yeah.
Cheating. I remember this one video where they found this kid that was hacking in like Counter-Strike or something, and they took his computer and they unplugged it, and there was a whole like line of nerds marching outside, and the guy was like following. He's like, "Oh my
I
computer!"
know this video.
And they throw it
Is that
on-
real?
That's real. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
That's a real
That was
video.
back in the old big LAN days.
Yeah.
They don't have as many LAN. Well, they don't have LANs now. It's coronavirus, but
Yeah. Whenever I rewatch that video, I'm like, why aren't you wearing masks?
yeah, I remember that video. Yeah, they smashed the guy's computer.
Yeah. I mean, I look at that nowadays. I'm like, oh, in this day and age, probably they'd all get sued and like it would be on the news or something. But like Back then, that was some Wild West
That was
justice.
the old times.
That was the right way to get it done, to be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah. Get your computer smashed.
But imagine being a person that's just sitting there cheating at computer games. It's like, it's so weird.
I know.
Something's seriously wrong with your brain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a cheater that's watching this right now. He probably shook a little bit as I said that. Ooh.
I don't know. I think a lot of them just act like they don't cheat.
They're
You know
like,
what I mean?
everybody's cheating, so I have to cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, if you think everything...
Your parents messed up with you. That's what
too bad.
happened.
That's too bad. It's a really sad
Should be
story.
talking to your mom and dad.
Or maybe not, because they messed you
We're
up
like
already.
the principals of esports. Their kid's in trouble. They got to come to the principal's office.
I would love
Yeah.
that. Oh, my God. That's always been like a dream of mine, you know, to like show up at someone's
be a
house. But do
principal
you
of
know
a
that your
school.
children are cheating at video games online?
Yeah. Like, this is how bad your kids turn out.
Yeah.
They're cheating in computer games on the internet.
Yeah. Shouldn't they be doing anything other
Anything.
than this? Anything in the whole world?
Anything.
There's truly
There's
nothing
plenty
more
of
pathetic.
games that you can waste your time on,
Yeah.
and they're cheating in this one.
Dude, the thing is, cheaters like really exist, and sometimes they. Here's a crazy one.
Yeah.
Like a million years ago, when I was a Magic player, I went to Grand Prix Boston, which is
Okay.
a big tournament. It's like the second highest tier of tournament, basically, next to a Pro Tour. So I'm in this giant Grand Prix, and one of the rounds, I'm playing this guy, and he's doing this funny thing to his deck. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So like I call over a judge. I'm like, I think he just like drew 2 cards or something. Anyways, I talked to the judges afterwards. They're like, oh yeah, no, we know that guy. He cheats all the time.
That's so weird.
It's like he's just always like, he's doing this funny thing where when he draws his card, he's looking at the top 2 and choosing which one with his hand.
It's so weird.
And it's like,
you're an adult. And
That's-
you're going to a competitive card game tournament.
yeah.
And you're cheating.
Well, he wasn't an adult. We were all teenagers, but like, yeah.
Adult. You're a teenager.
I would try him as
no,
an adult.
Okay, who cares? You're not an adult. You're a teenager. You're going to card tournaments and cheating?
If my children ever cheated at anything, and they're 8 and 3, and like less than 1 right now.
If Tasteless was a dictator,
Well,
they'd
yeah.
be in esports jail.
There would be an esports tribunal, man, for
That's
sure.
right.
If I was president of the Earth, oh my God.
President of the Earth.
President of the Earth.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's better than CEO of esports. President of the Earth.
Yeah. Like, did you get elected? I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe. No, I would clean up so much in this industry, man. Oh
Yeah.
my God. You know the first people I'd go after? The people who on like LinkedIn and stuff say that they have like 15 years of esports experience, but I haven't heard of them. I'm like, no, you don't.
Well, this is most people who claim to work in esports. I'm like, you actually don't. Like,
Yeah.
You haven't and you don't.
Yeah.
Watching tournaments from home is not working in esports. I'm so sorry to break this to you.
The hackers, you got to get rid of the hackers.
The hackers have to
Yeah,
go.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's go even further.
Yeah.
As we expunge the human race, the people that turn off their computers when they lose.
A disconnect? Is that
disconnector.
bad? You still get your win. Not always, though.
you're
Actually,
pretty
there are
garb.
disconnects I
No,
don't
you're
get
garb.
a win as.
You go to the garb pile.
You're definitely garb.
You're a
definitely
garbo.
garb.
You're a garbuncle.
But if we're going to stay president of the earth, we need to keep
Yeah.
some weak people around. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's fine. We do the people that only do garbage builds at low tier and refuse to play standard.
Well, no, that
Yep.
was what I was going to talk about next, is that basically everyone at B rank goes on a boat because they like won a vacation or something, and then we shoot cruise missiles into it.
I've heard you say this on your stream. How dare you? Because Tasus is B rank right now. I would be.
Yeah. Like, Tasus, I'm so sorry. You understand
I
I
know.
have to do this, right? You're like, ah!
What other garbage gamers are there? I'm trying to think. I think we've nailed all of them, right?
There has to be like other subsets of garbage gamers that we're not thinking of. though.
Well, probably annoying people. We see now. This is something we don't deal with: is annoying people in voice chat because we don't play team games.
Oh yeah, voice chat games. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes I hear clips and I'm like,
yeah.
are
so
you forced to
what?
listen to that?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Every
yeah.
once in a while, if I try out, usually it's a shooting game, but yeah, it's just a pool of morons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can believe that.
Occasionally, I yell at them though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm usually quiet if I'm on voice.
What do you
comp.
say?
I just start screaming at them in my caster voice.
Yeah.
Tell them to shut up. Because usually it's a bunch of annoying kids like, yeah, you're stupid. And then I blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see
Yeah.
that. That would be amazing.
All right. Well, I'm glad this is taking forever. Let's just get that out there.
Well, we
right
got to
now.
have it take forever.
Let's not even go back to the tournament. Uh-oh, 3, 2, 1, GSL
Okay,
logo.
we're starting over.
Blast off.
Here we go.
GSL, the global StarCraft 2 leg.
All right.
So what happened? Did we not restart?
We restarted.
Okay.
트랙 조성호.
I really don't know what's going on. I'm like, StarCraft 1, StarCraft 2? What are we what are we doing? Yeah, what other garbage gamers are there?
카이즈 게임. 솔라.
Well, anyone who's cheating in any way, basically, is pretty garb.
Yeah. Oh, I got one.
What?
All right, we're going back up to the top of the list.
Okay.
People that pay other people to boost their ELO in games, garbage.
It's pretty pathetic, but it adds to the ecosystem
El
for the better players,
Garbarino.
right? What about that, though, Tasteless?
I'm sorry, I was too busy shouting.
It adds to the ecosystem for higher-level players.
It adds to the ecosystem for
Right.
what
So
does
if you're
that
a
mean?
good player and
Yeah.
you sell account boosting, that's good for your pocket, right? So you're going to steal money from them, basically. So what you basically are when you're saying you're going to get rid of those people is you're the FGC anti-esports movement where you're like, I don't want the pros to make money.
You're actually pro people boosting their ELOs?
Well, it's pathetic, but like...
They're garbage.
But the people who are getting paid to do it, that's an important source of income, you know?
No, those people are garbage too.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Get some useful job. What are you doing? Loser.
Says the esports commentator Tasteless.
That's right. Look at me. I contribute to society. I cast StarCraft 2 tournaments.
Yeah.
What do? Teach children? Clean up the streets, huh?
Oh, my.
No, those people are garbage. ELO boosting is just... It's like, look, just...
I think it's silly,
imagine
but
being so insecure that you need to have a fake rank in a video game. And you're literally taking money.
Is weird.
You're literally taking money that you earn, like money that you could use to buy food or pay for rent. And you're like, I'm going to pay another human being to get a rank so that my other friends, because this is how messed up you are as a human being, so that my other friends will think I'm better at a computer game than I'm actually at. And I'll get myself to a rank where I shouldn't even be at, so I probably can't learn at this rank. I'm just getting bobbed.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Well, you probably don't play at that rank. You just sit on it.
Oh, even worse.
But here's a question for you then. If you're against that, are you against people like in World of Warcraft buying money? Like if you buy gold from a gold farmer in World of Warcraft?
I'm so out of the world of MMOs, I don't even know if I understand
So
what that is.
you can basically send money to someone and have them drop off gold in front of your character. So suddenly you have a bunch of money, like 1 million gold pieces or something.
And
you
you
can pay
use
money
the
for
gold
that.
to just buy items?
Yeah, you buy like a sword or a shield or
But
whatever.
normally you get the gold by just like earning it? in the
Yeah,
game?
yeah, you would earn it. Yeah.
They're going to the garb pile.
Okay, what about people who participate in microtransactions?
I don't actually have as much of a problem with microtransactions.
So you're okay if the company makes the money, but not the gold farmer?
I think I am, yeah.
We're really starting to see the real side of you now.
It started with the fact that I was against flavored sparkling water, and you were pro, but now I'm seeing that we're just like, we just can't see eye to eye here.
Yeah, we can't reconcile this. Tasus thinks that Zerg doesn't win enough tournaments, too. It's like crazy his thoughts. Speaking of which, we are in a PVZ. And it looks like it's a Stargate opener from Mr. Trap.
Mr. Trap, Dr. Trap, PhD.
Professor Trap.
So, yeah, let's see what Trap has here. I think Solar is easily one of the best Zerg players there is. And I think he actually has a very novel approach whenever he takes on any player. He's not just doing the standard play. He's usually playing around what the standard play is, so I'm curious.
Okay, the Oracle going to fly in. The Spore is not ready. Actually, good harassment right there. Look at that. 4 drones. Really high quality for the first Oracle.
Yep.
And he didn't even get it into the red or anything. That was nice.
Yeah, Twilight Council's about halfway done.
Yeah, it looks like I mean, nothing out of the ordinary here from Trap so far, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm most interested in seeing what exactly the approach is going to be from Trap. It seems like most of the Koreans still lean towards timings of some sort.
We haven't seen stuff going late game in this match.
Yeah, we did see Stats try to do that. Oh,
Look at
that was so good.
Dude, he's got 9 drones. And now look at this. He's got a couple of depth shading in.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Look at this. Insane
Okay,
damage.
I think that there's going to be a lot of opportunities for Trap later on in this game to come in here with an attack.
Dude, he has killed so many drones. Look at this.
10 kills already. Blech. Wow.
Look at this, the 2 oracles flying in again. How many drones do you need, Trap? Insane damage.
This is actually unprecedented, man.
17
For
drones.
early game PvZ, we never see this many drones killed.
It is super rare. 17 drones, 11 lings. And look at this. I love the Dark Shrine coming up, the Robo coming up. This, to me, feels like one of those games where you're supposed to just go charge Archon Immortal with a few sentries in there.
Yeah.
Just make that. Just make it and go. Splash damage, we don't need it. All we need is some way to kill some roaches.
So, I don't know. I mean, I feel like most players at a high level would basically agree, like, okay, Zerg's not supposed to win this game. If Protoss plays correctly, you're not supposed to be able to lose that many drones. You'd be like, no, it's fine.
Yeah, it's... I mean, there's no way that Trap should end up losing this game. Of course, there's still some play left here, right? Like, there's things that can still go wrong. But he has definitely given himself a wonderful advantage at this point. Solar has gotten his drone count back up really healthily. Sitting at 68 at the moment. Probably will stop there. He's going up for his 4th base. Getting ready for some upgrades. Getting a drop overlord. But look at what Trap is up to, man. Like, just getting his gates, getting blink.
Okay, here comes the push. Now, again, this should be effective. I don't know if it'll be fatal for the Zerg, but you know, these harass plays, they tend to build off of the previous attack.
Yeah.
Until usually the other player can't stay in the game anymore. So the first DT is coming through here.
Yeah, it turns around just in time when the Overseer
I don't
comes.
think that DT had to do damage there, but it would have been nice. But there's a good Ling drop over here, and this is pretty annoying. This is actually going to get a decent amount of work. There's good control here, though, by Trap. Pulling away. The Oracles can clean this up, although it does
5
take a
kills is not bad.
No, it's great, actually. But the attack has started here. And, you know, the damage those Lings did is not going to make this army that's here now any smaller.
Yeah.
So this is still a real threat here.
All right, he should be able to at least force a cancel here, I would think, with another warping round, right? No, I guess
not.
Gonna be pushed back for now.
But I think Trap being cautious here. We've seen plenty of Zergs just die. I'm sorry, excuse me. Plenty of Protosses just die because they kind of overdo it.
Yeah, he's being careful about that. He's getting up now. It looks like he's probably going into Colossus tech to go with his Blink Stalkers.
That was great control of those drones, by the way.
Yeah, that was nice.
Am I going to talk or are you going to talk?
I'll talk.
Okay.
So that hatchery is bleeding. Some more Lings getting in. All right, your turn.
Now the Lings are over here at the Nexus. The other Nexus, that is.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at that.
But now the Stalkers will shoot them down with their laser beams.
It's interesting to see how Trap is approaching this. And even though you see Solar's supply really shooting up, and it looks like he's actually getting ready for an attack, which might actually be the best idea for him, his army isn't going to scale all that well. Okay. Well, some good force fields, a good overcharge there as well. Nice juggling there on the Immortal.
Is he going to be able to get through all this?
Trap should be able to hold this.
Yeah, I feel like...
I think we're almost at the breaking point of Solar's army.
Yeah, I feel like... I understand why Solar did this, but I think that we're now going to end up with this game closing out.
Oh, and a couple DTs warping in as well. The DTs are just killers here.
Ooh, some of those biles connecting.
Yeah.
Again, Ravagers, Queens, the worst units to be retreating off of creep.
Just about. Look at that. The Overseer comes up. It's going to get picked off very, very quickly here as well. Oh, that was fun. He was trying to target one of them, and I think he loaded up.
Yeah.
But look at this. Getting a Disruptor out. That's great against Mass Ravager. Solar going to keep this pressure on. And yeah, I mean, based on how much damage he took, I think that was about as good a move as he could have made here. But it just is not going to scale that well. Oh, that's a catch right there, though. What a catch. All right, very good Disruptor shot. Throwing down some biles here.
Okay, this is actually pushing the Protoss back pretty far, but I feel like the Protoss can still collapse backwards and then push this back here. And, you know, it does seem like this is a game where the Zerg is sort of forced to keep doing this.
Yeah. There's no off button right now, I don't think.
Oh.
And he actually He picked off that Immortal, which is a
my
big
God,
deal.
the second
Oh my God.
disruptor.
Yeah, you almost got that. Several times now he's almost gotten that.
That
but-
was so sick.
Oh, the Biles actually get their revenge, though.
Yeah.
This is actually kind of crazy how well he's doing.
GG.
Like, that... I'm honestly surprised how well Solar did there. You can see Trap kind of grinning through his teeth because he did more damage than you ever see against Zerg in the early game.
Yeah.
And then, like, did a little harassment push, pulled back without losing anything. And then still, that was, you know, he had only Blink Stalkers left at the end, and he played, like, an amazing game there. So that was, like, I'm kind of surprised with how well Solar did.
Yeah, let's see what happens in game 2 here. But again, I think a lot of that game went back to the first harass where I think it was, how many drones were killed in the first attack with the Oracle? It was like 3, then it was
he
like
got
5
4,
or
and then he
something?
got 5,
Okay.
and then the Adepts got, like, 10, and then another few from Oracles. So it was like 17 drones.
And I thought Trap would do some kind of really sharp timing, but instead he pushed out and then said, no, you have enough, which means you probably don't have very many drones if you have enough to hold that. Because it's either one, it's going to be one or the other, right? And so Trap backs up, and then I think Solar identified, even though it didn't work, it was probably the best of the bad choices he could make. Decides, okay, I have to try something.
Yeah.
Let's try doing a big timing attack. Let's see if I can get really good biles and get into a good position, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Even though he got some of those disruptors. And, you know, the thing about Roach Ravager is you can't really micro against disruptors.
No,
You just,
you
there's
really
not.
can't.
I mean, I guess you can try to split them, but they will, if you target something, it will be killed.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like Bio where they can actually stim and dodge and pick up and stuff. Like, you are going to connect it as long as it doesn't die. And realistically, you're never really shooting a disruptor so close that roaches can target it down. You can throw your biles like we saw. The biles ended up hitting that one, but the disruptor shot's quicker. So you can't just like see the disruptor ball come, shoot your biles, and then live. That's not how that's going to go. So it was a really good choice because he wanted to go Colossus. You could see that he was getting Thermal Lance is something Trap likes, but a very kind of clutch play to go into those disruptors. Very important because if he doesn't get those extra kills, I mean, he might have died.
Let's see what happens. We're going into game 2 now. I think if Solar does not take a lot of damage, we should have a much closer match.
GSL을 위하여.
Zoop, 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 zoop.
Junior Greens, 트랙, 조성호. 카이즈 게임, 솔라, 강민수.
All right. Yeah, I'm really wondering what we're going to see out of Trap this game. I'm a little bit nervous for him because he looked great there and he played an amazing game. It was just like closer than I feel comfortable with for how much damage he did in the early game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like, what if you only kill 6 drones with all that harassment, which is much more normal?
Yeah, well, this is the kind of a...
Does your opponent have 11 more units at the earlier time then?
Everybody has losses where obviously that was just not the way the game was supposed to go at all. And it's sort of, maybe you have to get past it. But yeah, I want to see what a more standard-looking pro-level PvZ looks like from Trap against a player of Solar's caliber.
Yeah.
Because, you know, one of the things about Solar is obviously his macro is great and he's very good at map control, but he knows how to pick the right strategies, I think, better than almost any other Zerg.
I think oftentimes I mean, we'll see what he ends up going for. His EVP has been evolving a little bit lately.
Yeah.
All right. We get to see the moment of truth here as the Cybernex core is going to finish. Is he going to go Stargate again? Is he going to just go Twilight? Okay. So he gets... it should be a Twilight build, I would say. It'd be really wild if it's a Robo.
So, we've got the probe out here, still checking.
Yeah, there's the Twilight. Oh,
but there's 10
lings.
Yeah, there's 10 lings coming here.
Tricky stuff.
Now the pylons put down here. Seeing the 4 lings attack that is not weird, right? It's not.
No, that's normal.
So this could still surprise Trap, and this is one of these cool strats where early on you can kind of just catch the player off guard. And I think, oddly enough, with the probe spotting outside the front, this I think only further reinforces the feeling for Trap that he's actually safe and lings aren't coming.
Yeah, the lings are definitely running around quite a bit. More lings are being made. Oh man. Like, if your adepts are not near your wall when you see this coming, dude, all he needs to do is get on top of that pylon, and the game is basically his.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this is one of those games where the building dies and the game ends. Here we go.
Oh, no.
There is
bad news.
Okay.
Oh, that's... And look, he kills that so it can't wall off.
GG.
Yeah.
We just looked at each other like, okay.
Oh my God, games like that.
All right.
That's...
Look at Trap.
The fact that, yeah. And the fact that he didn't break the keyboard speaks loads about his personality. That's like, after winning the first game the way he did, and then you just instantly lose because those lings get in right before you wall it off, it's like, okay, I guess this is even right now, 1-1.
Yeah, I guess you guys are quite the match, huh?
Yeah.
So I don't know what Solar's going to do here on Golden Wall. Good strategy by Solar. Just pulled the rug right out from under Trap.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Golden Wall has loaded up. This is game 3. Again, the winner is the first to advance.
영광의 전투를 펼치자. GSL을 위하여. 지니어 그리스, 조성. 카이즈게임, 솔라, 강민수.
All right. So I saw someone suggest, maybe it was on Reddit or something. Oh wow, look at this. He's actually walling the top of his ramp. So it looks like he's going to expand to the back. That's really interesting. But I saw someone suggest, I want to hear what you think about this, making a Protoss building similar to the depot where it can raise down and it like go underground and then go up to help make walls, because it's kind of weird that Protoss has to like try to stay alive against Zerg all game long by always having a unit in the wall.
By always having their entrance corked?
Yeah, you have to cork it and then uncork it, and like it's just, how many games do we see where either it's an instant loss like that, or maybe it will be a little bit later on that lings just slip in during an attack, and you're like, because your Zealot like comes out to fight him or something, right?
But that's been the long history of Protoss Artosis since the beginning. Is there's certain matchups where it's like, yeah, if you don't have your entire entrance sealed off,
yeah,
you die.
Well, the thing is, in StarCraft 1, I would say that, you know, obviously in the early game it's a very important thing, but later on you have rallies, so you have units there that will stop lings from just wrecking you, whereas with StarCraft 2 you warp in your units to other locations.
But isn't that kind of
so you never have anything at home?
Yeah, but that's kind of the feature of Protoss, right? I mean,
it is.
So
you are against the Pylon Depot?
I am. My stance on the Pylon Depot is thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
But if I had to design what you call the Pylon Depot, I would make a building that shades.
Shades.
Like you like hit a button, it's like a shade, and you can go through it.
Oh yeah. Okay, for
just because
flavor
of designs,
purposes.
I don't want Protoss buildings don't go underground. They don't do that.
Damn.
You know.
Wow. Okay.
You're probably wondering, when's my RTS coming out?
Definitely, I'm wondering that.
Yeah. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I see what you're saying, but
yeah. Well, it's just something interesting I read. By the way, already Solar has mined out those back minerals while expanding all to the front, so he has all sorts of options here, I guess.
Okay, so that should completely seal off the entrance. Oh, I'm sorry. Nope, that does not. Excuse me. The depth can fit through there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the this is the way of Protoss, right? Is
Yeah.
to have your little man standing in
We
a
just
wall.
had this whole conversation, and I'm like, so that completely walls off.
I'm like, well, no, if it was a phase pylon, Tasteless, that's another thing.
If it was a shade pylon.
Yeah. Well, I would actually rather have pylons unburrow than walk away than reburrow. So that's
little pylon legs.
Yeah, it's like a spore basically.
And it has an attack too,
Yeah.
where its pylon head comes out.
Absolutely.
So no Ling trickery this game.
Yeah. I actually want to see him go Glaives. Like, I never want to see Glaives, but now I want to see Glaives because Solar mined out the back minerals to be able to kind of pressure that base. Shouldn't you punish him for that?
I feel like it. I feel like there's got to be something.
Yeah.
Something there.
Just shade your little men up there. Like they're pylons and Tasteless' RTS.
Okay. There are the Glaives that you were hoping for.
Yeah,
we
I
have
think
the
it's a
Roach
good
Swarm.
choice.
We've got 10 Lings. Let's see if he makes a few more here.
Yeah, he's going to have to make a few more while he waits for that Roach Horn to finish up.
One thing is if you're pushing with the Adepts from this direction, you're pretty limited on places you can attack. It's like
that's
the main or the natural.
That is a good point,
Or you're going to shade all the way through, and then you're like, aha, now I'm outside of your natural and your third.
Yeah. Well, he is getting a Prism to help out with that some, but that is a consideration as well. It's a single file opening, so when you get to a certain amount, you're actually going to have a hard time getting them all through the minerals and making them seem scary, right? Whereas if you're doing ramps and stuff, you can get a huge mass of them traveling together.
So it's going to be a little bit more time here, I think, before Trap's able to do very much. I think the balancing act of economy and defense here from Solar has actually been handled very well.
Okay, so going into, well, either Colossus or Disruptor Tech. Actually hard to say which one he's going to be going for here. I think both would be kind of reasonable.
All right, well, there's another warp in over here. That was more than one drone?
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to open up that area.
First I thought, man, the armor on that drone is crazy. Damn.
Imagine that. All right, Shades through, and we'll pick up 3 drones, but going to take a lot of damage on these Adepts. Pretty good defense from Solar overall. Only 2 will get out.
Okay, the Roach is going to continue to pursue this. This is some good damage here by Trap. It's not comparable. Oh, actually, it's getting up there, but it's not comparable to what happened in Game 1.
Yeah.
This is still, a very healthy Zerg here that's going to continue to grow and be a threat on the map. For Protoss, do you want to take your third at the natural then? Is that the game plan?
I think you stay in the back. I think you have to stay in the back of the map.
Yeah, this does seem to be a feature on this map, right? That you kind of get forced into one side of the platform,
especially
the bottom or the top.
Especially, I think, for Protoss here. Like, I think he basically made his bed when he walled in completely and then brought everything to the back. Like, he's got too much tech back there and everything. Now, he is going into Prism Speed and Disruptors, so we're definitely going to see some Disruptor harassment coming in. And we'll see, like, how he wants to try to make this work, right? Like, maybe there's some really cool tactics he can use between shading around, which draws units in, and then maybe dropping a Disruptor off for a big hit.
Okay, we're going to have another push out here. And this is the attack that is intended to actually deal real damage here. It's not intended to parlay into another attack later. This is where we're going to see how well of a setup attack this is. And, one thing that we got to point out here is that these minerals are also a wall here if he decides to go behind it. But he's not, actually. He's going to go over here, and it looks like he's going to commit here on the ramp, although he has not unloaded that Warp Prism yet. There we go.
Okay. Well, those were pretty good Disruptors, but look at this,
man.
A counterattack. This reminded me of that stats game a bit.
Yeah, I'm actually starting to think that Trap is going to lose on both fronts here.
Okay, he actually has some units come up, so he should be able to live through this, especially with another warping around, but he's taking some damage.
He is, but what's going on back in that attack over there? Is it completely defeated? I guess so.
Yeah, I think it's only the Speed Prism left with those 2 Disruptors. Oh my god, the Ling counterattack here on the 3rd base of Trap. You'd think when you take these back bases that you'll be safe to, getting them mining and everything, but looks to be just as much a pain as anywhere.
I think we're actually getting to the tipping point here where I just don't know that you can actually recover from Trap here. This Immortal's going to go down. The Roaches are a real threat in the main as more come in there. The Lings are going to take down the Nexus over here.
Ooh.
And I think that this may be the beginning of the end here. We have the Disruptors beginning
Very
to
good
hit.
hits.
Yeah, there's some great hits there, but I mean, where is the comeback for the Protoss, right?
Yeah.
He's lost the third. I don't see the third being reclaimed anytime soon.
Yeah, well, there's mutas being made, which is going to make him sit at home a bit more. Hopefully he has a recall ready for this Prism. But maybe there's some chance of like a base trade scenario. Maybe he can mass up with Colossi and Stalkers and just try to do something like that. Because right now, this looks very good for Solar. Trap is going to run out of his economy. It doesn't feel to me like he can take another base.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. And I love the Muta play coming in here now.
Yeah, I like the Muta play
the Zerg army is just more nimble than the Protoss army, so you can actually attack them before the Protoss can come and counterattack you. So you're sort of, you know, snowballing, I guess you could say, the damage that's being dealt.
Yeah.
And look, the War Prism has to turn around, and the Mutas will take the pylon out, and it's just a matter of time before the flood of Lings comes in here into the main.
Yeah, we're getting in that base trade immediately. I thought he might mass up a little bit longer, but it is starting right now. Look at this. He's taking down the Cybernetics core, so you can't even make more Stalkers. All you can make now are Zealots without charge. That is not a good place to be in.
All you can make are Tosis or G letters.
Yeah, that's about it.
There it is. Solar wins. Great comeback with a tricky play in Game 2. And then I think just really a really balanced approach to the matchup in Game 3. And I think that, you know, Trap came in here with a lot of plans on that map, and Solar clearly knew how to both deny expansions and punish the main with counterattacks. That's one of the funny parts about that.
Yeah.
When you play like that, the counterattacks are going into the main.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, instead of the natural or the third. So,
are Protoss is getting too fancy PvZ there?
I don't know. Maybe not fancy enough. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that would be the other way.
Yeah.
It's definitely not exactly the right amount of fancy. We know that much.
It's not the correct kind of fancy. It's old fancy. That's fur coat fancy. We're going to have an interview now. Andy, go ahead.
Solar is the season's first winner, and he moves on to the round of 16. Congratulations. Thank you.
네, 1위 진출 정말 축하드립니다.
Congratulations on moving on as the first winner. How do you feel?
조를 처음에 보고
Well, I looked at the group,
확실히 다른 조보다 좀 할만해가지고
and I knew that this one was easier compared to others. So I knew that with enough preparation, I'll be able to advance.
전체적으로 게임이 다
But overall today, I think the games worked out really well for me.
무엇보다 조성호 선수 이기신 거 아주 기분이 좋으실 것
Well, I'm
같습니다.
sure you feel really happy about beating Trap.
그 발목을 잡았던 게 조성호
Because
선수잖아요.
last season, you were bogged down with Trap.
토스 중에 지금 레더 점수도 제일 높고.
I mean, Trap, out of all the Protoss players, he has the highest MR. So I knew that the match would be really hard against Trap.
좀 변칙적으로 이번에 좀 플레이를 했거든요.
So you know, I did play quite unorthodox today,
그게 좀 잘 먹혔던 것
and I think that worked out really well for me.
저글링 난입도 아주 성공적이었고요.
Well, yes, the Zerglings did a really good job in the second game against Trap.
사도 분열기 빌드를 보여줬는데
You went for the Glaze Adept.
대비가 다 돼 있으셨나요?
Tried to go for the Glaze Adept and the Disruptor, but you did fend it up really well. You know, it did feel like I was playing against SOS when I was playing against Trap today.
뭔가 골든월이란 맵 자체가
But despite that, on the map Golden Wall,
베이스를 먼저 먹게 되면은 확실히
it all depends on how many bases Protoss can take.
수밖에 없더라고 제가 연습을 많이 해보니까. 그래서 약간 일부러 병력을 쥐어짜면서
So I knew that I had to squeeze my army out and pressure him as much as possible.
정말 꼼꼼하게 잘 쓰시는 것
Yes,
같아요.
you did scout with the overlords really well too.
유령까지도 이렇게 막으시는 거 보니까 이런 올인에 대한 예상도 어느 정도 하고
So I think you're very good at anticipating the opponent's all-ins.
할줄 알았어요.
아셨어요?
레더에서 후안 선수가 즐겨 쓰는 빌드라서.
Yes, I mean the build that Special used against me, I knew that he would go for it because he uses a leather.
확신을 해가지고 완전 안전하게.
So I was certain that he was going to go for the ghost all-in. That's why I went for the Roaches early.
자신이 있어가지고 일부 딱 보고 맞춰가면 절대 안 진다는 생각으로.
So I knew that I wouldn't lose the game against Special.
두 번째 경기가 진 게 좀 아쉽긴 한데 그래도
But I'm still disappointed that I lost the second game.
잘 준비해 보도록
But
하겠습니다.
next time I'm gonna try to play
후안
better.
선수가 레더에서 쓰셨던 걸 그대로 쓰시고 굉장히 진실한 선수인 것 같네요.
Well, Juan did
자,
use the
지난 시즌
strategy that he's
이야기를
in the letter.
해보겠습니다. 정말 아쉬웠던 선수가 강민수 선수였어요.
Well, Solar,
한국인의
you
탈락을
came back
위해서
after a big
자신의
disappointment
천적
last season.
조성주 선수까지 꺾었는데 그때 이 조성우 선수에게 패배해서 그 8강에 가지
And you couldn't go to the round of 8 because you lost to Trap last season.
잘 잡고 오셨나요?
So do you have a different mindset
사실
coming into
저번
this season?
시즌에
Well, last
제가
season,
개인적인 사정이 있어가지고 연습도 많이
you
제대로
know, I had
준비를
some personal
못했어요.
problems
그래서
and I couldn't
그
practice
준비를
much.
제대로 못한 부분이 너무 아쉬워서
So I'm really
그래서
disappointed that I
이번
couldn't
시즌에
practice
제가
much.
게임에 집중할 수 있는 환경이 돼가지고
But I think with the
열심히
current
준비해서
environment,
꼭
I can
8강
focus on my
다시
games
한번
and try to play better.
지금은 환경적인 부분에서 개선이
Oh, that's good for you,
정말
Solar.
다행입니다. 자, 올해 마지막 시즌 3니까요.
Well, this is the last season of the year, so I'm sure you're gonna have to put a good end to this year.
2020년도 어느새 시즌 3인데
Well, it's the season 3 right now,
제 팬분들에게 좀
so I'm gonna
좋은 모습
practice really hard
보여드리고
and try to show good
네,
performance
다시
to my
한번
fans.
16강 1위
Once
진출
again,
축하드립니다.
congratulations on
감사합니다.
advancing to the round of 16. Thank you.
네, 이렇게
Thank you, Andy.
A조의 1위 진출자
Very cool to see Solar advance. I think Lucky handled that series well.
Yeah.
Zerg is a good race, but also Solar planned very, very well.
A good Zerg playing a good race. Yeah, no, I mean, I think a lot of people thought he'd probably get out of the group, but I think this does put Trap in danger, which is kind of too bad because I think he's one of the only Protosses that really is kind of carrying the race forward right now.
I think Special can get out of this group. I think
yeah, I
Spear,
think it's doable.
Spear should be killed in the losers match. Maybe not though. I mean, I welcome an upset for sure, but Special versus Trap is probably what we're going to have to end the show with.
And I think that's going to be a good one and a very close one. I think that they're
so, yeah.
pretty well matched in that matchup right now. I think Special is kind of peaking in TVP at the moment. And Trap is, I think it's actually a little bit weaker than his PBC right now comparatively. That's my feel for it. But first, yeah, I mean, we do have that TVT, right? Crazy things can happen. Maybe Spear does something.
Maybe he does do something.
Maybe he stabs him from a distance.
We're going to take a short break. We come back. The losers match. Don't go away.
Feeling higher than the sky, Gemini. Yeah, we do it every night, every night. Feeling higher than the sky, Gemini. Yeah, we do it every night, every night. Go hard, I don't waste time. Living life in the limelight. Feeling good and the vibes right, you know. Go hard, I don't waste time. Living life in the limelight. Feeling good and the vibes right, you know. I'm never gonna give up. You're never gonna stop me now. I'm never gonna give up. You're never gonna bring me down. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. Go hard, I don't waste time. Living life in the limelight. Feeling good and the vibes right, you know. Go hard, I don't waste time. Living life in the limelight. Feeling good and the vibes right, you know. I'm never gonna give up. You're never gonna stop me now. I'm never gonna give up. You're never gonna bring me down.
out. Our heartbeat starts out like a drum set to a timer, but always seems to end too soon. Starts out like a drum set to a timer, but always seems to end too soon.
성능을 언제 어디서나 가볍게 즐기다. 지포스 GTX 1650 그래픽 최신 인텔 10세대 프로세서 탑재. 고성능 노트북의 새로운 기준 LG 울트라 기어.
싱그러운 청귤이 사이다를 더 청량하게. 새로움을 마시다.
실성 사이다.
네, 그렇습니다.
이상한데? 이렇게 작아. 너무 안 보이는데? 보이지가 않잖아. 이거 쓸 수가
아니,
없는데?
저 키워보라고.
성능을 17대화면으로 언제 어디서나 더 크게 즐기다. WQXGA 초고화질의 17대화면 16:10 최적의 화면비. 고성능 노트북의 새로운 기준 LG 울트라 기어.
울트라 기어로 부드럽게 이긴다. LG 울트라 기어 게이밍 모니터. 울트라 기어로 선명하게 이긴다. LG 울트라 기어 게이밍 모니터.
상큼한 복숭아가 사이다를 더 청량하게. 새로움을 마시다.
실성 사이다. 라운드 24. 트레이. 스피드. 스페셜. 솔라. 아프리카 TV 프리급 스튜디오 라이브 2020 GSL 시즌 3 코리아's Last Stand.
It's time to break out.
What's up, everybody? We're going to be eliminating one of these two Terrans. It's Special versus Spear. Look, I think it's no secret that Spear is probably the weakest player in the round of 24. But let's see what he can do. I think if you're Spear, you have to approach this as a learning experience. Say, okay, I'm against a very accomplished player. Special has been top 4 in the world before.
Yeah.
You're not going to face a better Terran right now than this guy, basically. Let's see what I can do. Let me see if I can perform what I've practiced.
Yeah.
And you know you're probably going to lose. That's okay. There's nothing shameful about losing to somebody who's basically regarded as better than you. And, you know, maybe Spear causes an upset. Maybe he has a close game. We'll see.
I just hope he brought some stuff that'll give him a chance, you know?
Yeah, me too.
Some of these games that we've seen from him where he's like actually macroing and going into the late game, it's like, I respect it in a certain degree, but this is a tournament. Let's try to win some games.
Yeah. All right, game one's ready. Let's eliminate one of these players.
GSL을 위하여. 전투 지원이 들어왔다. 함께일 때 우리는 더욱 강하다. 팀 엑소 스페셜 후안 로페즈. 팀 NB 스피어 김현모.
Okay. Let's see how this one goes. I mean, Special is specifically really good at TVT.
Yeah.
You know, he's definitely one of the stronger players in this matchup.
Again, guys, if you haven't seen already, I did a great interview with Special on my podcast. Got to learn a lot about his background. This guy has been playing StarCraft for pretty much his entire life.
Yeah, he really has.
We first met Special when he was like 11 or something like that. He was a little kid.
That, but yeah. No, he was so young when I first started playing with him back in like 06 or something. He was just like a little kid. Amazing talent though. Such a hard worker.
Yeah, he really grinds
so much
out
honor
a lot.
And skill.
So
really
much honor.
Just an SCV scout here from Special. Looks like Spear was kind of looking around for any proxies or anything.
Yeah.
But Special, I mean, you can't be surprised to see him actually scout the map, right? Because he knows that it should be something aggressive. That would be like the easiest way to lose.
Yeah.
It looks like the same builds right now. Second Reaper for Special.
You basically want to make sure, like, look, is everything safe here? Is nothing weird happening? Okay, good. Now let me just expand, you know, get my other structures up, get my upgrades up, and go from there.
Yeah. You know, I'm trying to think in my head what I want to see out of Spear. And already it's kind of deviated from the types of ideas that I was having, things like maybe go double gas and tech up and then take your expand and then try to hit something with like lots of Raven energy, some sort of timing attack. Those are harder nowadays because disables are more expensive, but you know, maybe something in that area would be a wise move.
Okay, 2 Reapers are now going to move out here. Let's see if Special can get any damage off. We also have, oh, hold on a second. Here they come now. I think it would be unwise for him to hop into the main, but there's not really anything he can kill down here on the low ground either.
No, just kind of poking in. Good defense here from Spear, not, you know, keeping his Marines on the high ground to catch him if they're trying to jump in. Just kind of not taking that damage right now. Looks like Spear starting, or finishing up a mine here, getting into Banshees with Cloak. Banshee for Special as well.
Okay. Now, it's hard to imagine Special losing in TVT. I think you're correct in that this is really like his best matchup. Like, he's really good TVT.
Yeah, I think his TVT is very strong.
And we don't see anything. I guess one of the features of TVT in StarCraft 2 is there's not too much wacky stuff you can do early on, right? It seems like you're kind of inhibited by the, I guess, the fragility of your units early on.
There's some funny things you can try with, like, Ravens or Cyclones, you know, like...
I guess that's true, but that seems to be a little bit passé now.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's not as strong as it once was. You know, when you could disable everything 4 times with 2 Ravens because, you know, disable costs less. That was one thing. Nowadays, it's like, well, you know, you don't get as many. You get maximum 2 disables. It takes a long time to get that much energy. You can't just bust through everything anymore. Let's see how these Banshees do. Spear is going to have Cloak. Oh, is he going to fly into a mine? That's the real question. Here we go.
All right.
Oh, did he turn around? Yeah, he did. Look at that. Turned around. Beautiful. I think he actually saw the mine, too, so on top of things right now.
Yeah, if he spotted that, that's a great catch. Now we have players taking hits on both sides, but there's no Cloak here for Special's Banshee. How many kills, though, have actually been How many blue SCVs were killed back there? Because we didn't need to.
Yeah, it didn't really show. That's kind of weird. Is
that a
3
bug?
kills? Like maybe he killed Marines or something. That's the only
I don't
thing
know.
I can think.
Yeah, no, it's not showing up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
there
so
it is.
yeah, that means.
Sorry guys, that was weird.
He must have killed like Marines or something like that. Maybe maybe special scanned and attacked him with Marines.
Because we had Banshees on both sides, and there was 5 kills on one,
and 3 on the other.
3 on the other, and that was on the one that was cloaked.
That lasted longer.
Yeah. So.
So yeah, you're definitely right. That was a little bit weird. Ooh, big mine hit right there.
He's gonna retreat now with that mine.
Yeah, specials so far looking a little bit better, but still early on. Good scout here, sees that their command center about to finish. Yeah, sees as well the second rack's being made, so pretty aware that it is just a bio play here from Spear, bio tank.
So this game could still go either way, really. We're not going to have too much action until Stim's done. We do have the third being taken here for special, and on the mini-map we can see there is a CC going to the third here for Spear. How do you like the ID Spear, Artosis?
I think Spear's an alright idea, actually.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Yeah, it's like... the thing is, I like it because it's not like the first weapon you think of, but there's some redeeming things too, right? It's a handheld weapon, but it's also like longer range. Like people who name themselves Sword, I'm like, no, that's not
Sword.
A good idea. Sword is not a good idea.
Do people name themselves Sword? I don't feel like they do.
Not too often. It's not like a hero or a dragon.
But if you name yourself
everyone's named
Katana, I'm like, oh, you're gonna lose.
Oh well, you're not good at games if you name yourself Katana.
Yeah, you can't be good if your ID is Katana.
Yeah, no, that's impossible. But Spear, on the other hand, I'm like, oh, you know what? That's actually a great weapon. He's a Terran player, so he wants to keep them at a certain range.
Yeah, Terrans would use spears for sure.
Yeah. Well, truly, we'd probably use bows and arrows. But
I feel like, judging from the beard I have to fight with a Morning Star.
A Morning Star.
Yeah. Or I have to fight with a club.
I could see you hitting yourself with that. Tasteless died of an infection from hitting himself with his Morning Star.
It stuck right in my back, and I couldn't get it out.
Worst barbarian ever.
Yeah. No, I think just judging from my look, I look like I have to fight with a giant club. Oh!
Nice little catch there.
But after this broadcast today, I'm actually going to go get my beard trimmed.
Well, that's good.
Because right now my beard is long enough, it looks like I should have only overalls on and no shirt and a piece of wheat sticking out between my teeth.
It's pretty close.
Barefoot.
Definitely.
On a porch somewhere on my farm in Virginia.
Mud on the bottom parts of your feet, by the way.
That's right. Getting parasites in my bloodstream, going to my brain, making me dumber.
Totally. You know, Spear's he's playing all right, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of, a ton of little tiny things going on, little tiny battles out on the map, and he's doing totally fine in them. Special right now, I like how he's been building up his Viking count. That's really good to see. That's gigantic Raven gets chased away.
It's huge.
What is that, the Starship Enterprise? Come on. It's massive.
The Raven has giantism.
It's a floating city, Tasteless.
What is the supply on it, though?
I know.
My God.
That has to be 7-8 supply, right?
Are we really okay with carriers costing that little supply, guys? I mean... Now, this is where the game's going to get interesting, because now we're going to see how Spear handles engagements. Because, the funny thing about Terran versus Terran is both sides have high damage, brittle armies. I mean, you're really playing with a glass cannon here a lot of the time. And so it's, being in the wrong position, you will just get obliterated.
Yeah. But he's like kind of staying pretty far back, right? He's got some groups out on the side. And it seems to me that he's focused more heavily on medevac production. Like, have we seen Vikings from him? We saw the initial Viking, of course, that got hit by the mine.
Ooh, hold on.
But, like, he didn't go any Vikings after that, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a distinct style. There's players that make Vikings and players that make medevacs. And I can say with no reservations that players that make Vikings are better. It's like when you're just sitting there making medevacs, it's like, okay, well, your opponent is going to have air control and thus have more options than you. But here we go. He's running in here. I'm not so sure about this move from Special.
I felt like that was never going to work. But
you were right.
He was, yeah. But I mean, it's like he's going right into an arc of siege tanks. Well, but with Liberators here, and actually the Marine count lowered, maybe old Tassels was wrong.
Well, the Liberators are what is going to allow him to do something here. That is for sure.
Yeah, and now if he can just force the tanks back a little bit, he can actually inch one of his own tanks forward here and start to artillery down the planetary. Again, it can't lift off. So, oh, hold on.
Oh, he's actually changing positions. I'm almost a little bit surprised. This seemed like such an easy push for him. See the lesser Vikings there. He's trying to make some
If
now.
he gets in here quickly enough.
Look at that. Just absolutely awesome disables right there. Getting into a nice position. The armor shred as well.
There are drops happening on top of those tanks. And I got to say, man, Spear's done a really good job of holding this. But the Vikings are still cleaning up those medevacs. And he's going to have air dominance. I'm worried that with the next reinforcements here, assuming Special can get a good position here, he might still be able to do quite a bit of damage.
Well, I think the tank advantage now goes to Spear, actually, right?
I think you're right about that. But he doesn't have that much infantry, right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
So he can't really do much with. I mean, tanks alone don't cut it really.
Yeah, he can't move right now. But he's been on 4 bases a bit longer. I think Spear is playing a fine game, and I think Special got a little bit. I don't understand why he switched where he was attacking. He set himself up so he was between 2 bases.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? I'm not being flanked right now. Let me get myself flanked.
Yeah.
Kind of a strange decision there.
I think with. Oh, he's not. I'm sorry. I should probably stop trying to preempt my play-by-play. I thought he was going to dive on the tanks, but then he decided to pull back.
And, I mean, he forces the cancel there. That's nice. But Spear, I mean, he's holding strong. Oh, look at this. He loads up 4 medevacs. Will turn around, but he sees those starports. They're synced up pretty well with his, actually. Special actually getting 2 tech labs on his starports, I believe. That's kind of interesting.
Well, I think Special's getting a lead here, but this is far from over. We are kind of seeing that Special is the more aggressive player, more he's trying to end the game, I guess you could say, where it seems like Spear's just trying to keep progressing his map presence. But so far, it seems like Special's been succeeding. I mean, we have most of Spear here kind of mushed into the upper right. And Special is beginning to outpace Spear here. But let's see how this attack goes. Spear's going to come forward here. Now, Stim, there's more Marines here, and if he can arc this correctly, I think he's going to get a lot of kills on these tanks.
Yeah, and look at this. He's going to pick off the medevacs as well.
Does he want to land Vikings there? I guess not.
No, not quite. Not quite. But this is a good move. I like
But he wants to land Marines there.
Much better on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Are actually all the Marines dead?
Yeah.
That's so funny. It was kind of a hard fight to follow,
Yeah, yeah. What I liked about it is it allowed his Vikings to really do a lot of damage there as well, but yeah, I think he needs to slow this down a bit for a moment.
Well, the problem is that I don't know how much more momentum the push can really have here from Spear. Spear is not growing behind this. He needs to get another base on one of these locations a little bit closer to the middle, I guess you could say.
Yeah, he's a bit behind in a few ways. So that definitely is an issue. Luckily, his 3-3 is going to be finishing at a good time. So still some options available to him. But we see Special kind of jumping up the tech tree a bit, right? He's getting Corvid Reactor. He's getting more Ravens. So he's going to get into an even better air dominance army that's even better at positioning. But maybe that opens up an opportunity for Spear to do something, right? If you're buying a lot of air units, sometimes that extra ground punch that your opponent has is what they can use to get an advantage.
So there's going to be a little bit of a attempted. This is kind of a funny looking game positionally. Let's go big picture. There's 2 outposts. So it's not that easy for Special to move around, even though he can. He has enough medevacs he can pick up. But again, he's not doing damage here. Okay, so he's going to retract back and go a little bit further back. By the way, Spear is starting to grow. He is starting to expand, and he is starting to catch up.
And look, he's actually, as far as important positions are, like those 2 outposts, he's blocking off that extra base for special and taking his own. That's the mirror of it. So that's kind of interesting, right? Like, if he can hold both those spots, it's really powerful, but he's missing units in the center, and it looks like he's going to lose a command center because of it.
Oh, man. Okay, so the CC goes down. Is there an imbalance, though, in position here? Is there anything that Spear can do on the other side of the map to try to gain some footing here?
Well, Special starting to punch through here a little bit.
Here. There's still 1 siege tank, though, that's present. A lot of SCVs are getting mowed down. Almost 20 now killed.
But look at this. There's a lot of siege tanks left, and those 2 disables are about to wear off.
Is there nothing back here in Special's base? I just see these tanks.
Yeah.
They're going to get into a position where they're going to hit 3 different bases. This is insane.
Special doesn't have very much left over right now. He's down about 40 army supply.
Yeah. He kind of fed into the opposite side here, and now we're just going to see actually so much damage dealt here in such a short period of time. It's kind of insane.
Special's kind of dead right now, it feels like.
I feel like Special kind of through here. I mean, this is like...
Well, okay, as far as bases go, Spear's up 1 base right now, but he's up so much army as well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're right. I think that first push, he had the perfect stuff to bust 12.
On
and then
paper,
he's like, you know what? Let me walk over here to this other base and lose everything.
Yeah, on paper, that just was never going to work. I mean, it's kind of like, just StarCraft 101. There's siege tanks in high, in multitude, in a good position, and you're going to just try to kind of force the issue and win.
With the Liberators, he had a path to killing that base, and then he switches to another base where he's got units on both sides of him, and he's fighting against a high ground that's everywhere, and yeah, I don't know. It feels like Special's not playing his best game here. Like, he opened well. I feel like he definitely had an advantage, but we've seen him kind of attack almost haphazardly, and just nothing's worked out for him since.
Okay, Special's going to try to reclaim this lower part of the map. He has to make it work. The supplies are not in his favor. The Marine count is too thin, and it does not look like he's going to win this fight. Even more units coming here from Spear from the north. And what, this is a Planetarian, 1 disabled tank. There's some more infantry coming in here, though. But as the siege tanks siege up, I think there's actually enough infantry. Special does win this fight, but it doesn't matter because Spear wins the war. GG.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
That's a big win for Spear right there.
Uh-oh.
Special.
Say it with me, Artosis.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. No, you gotta give more stomach
all right.
Oh! No. That sounds like I'm hurting you.
Okay.
Uh-oh. No. Now it sounds like you're being threatened into doing it.
Well, I basically am at this point, so you bully.
Special's in Trouble Town.
Oh, man. That was...
Uh-oh. Is Spear going to cause an upset?
He might. He might.
Or is the pen mightier than the spear?
Ooh.
These are the questions we have to ask.
People compare it to a sword, but really it's more of a spear.
You want to get your mind blown? If you take away the letter S in the word spear, you get pear, a food.
Holy crap, why isn't it called a pier then?
But if you take away the S in special, you get special. What does it mean? What does it mean?
Ooh.
All right, we're going to go to Death Rough for game 2.
영광의 전투가 펼쳐진다. GSL을 위하여. Team Exxon Special Juan Lopez. Team NB Spear 김현무.
Well,
Artosis.
Yeah.
Is young Special going to get eliminated? The foreigner hope from Mexico, but really representing the rest of the world.
Yeah.
That is not the peninsula country of South Korea.
It's a real possibility here. It doesn't feel like he's made the greatest decisions all day. Like against Solar, we had some misplays there. I guarantee you that's where he really lost control of the game, is where he switched over from his push, which was working, into an inferior position and gave Spear more time. And it's just like, huh, that's kind of a weird way to go about it. Well, maybe if Spear somehow gets out of this group, maybe we need to start calling him by his real name, S-Pair.
S-Pair, yeah.
Like Codes?
Codes Pair.
And the fruit pear?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's more pears in the world than Spears, that's for sure.
You know, I think you're probably right.
100%
I could
right.
check on my phone, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to go with
no
what
one
you
does
said.
a Spear census. It's just, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, well, that's because people don't tend to report when they have spears.
That's
so like, how many spears do you have here? And I'm usually like, oh, just 3. But I've got like 20.
Yeah. Yeah. Horses will never get into your apartment, Tasis.
Yeah. I'm like, just 1 spear for me and 1 for each of my cats. You know,
Yeah.
nothing.
It's not that many. Like, yeah, no, that's normal,
That's
sir.
normal,
okay,
right?
carry on.
Yeah. So, is S-Pair going to 2-0 Juanito? We will see. We need to see if Special's going to play a little bit better. I think everybody can agree that you look at that game, and that first attack just seemed weird. It seems, and I think I know what that was. Because I think everybody's done this. When you just know you're better and you're supposed to win, and this isn't the highlight of the tournament for you. This is, you're like a player that, yeah, of course, round of 16 is where I belong. Round of 8 is where I'm going. You just try to kill him, and you're almost not looking at the game objectively. You know?
Could be it. Well, we'll see if he tightens that up a bit here. Already trapping those 2 Reapers, very nicely done. That's going to be very annoying for his opponent.
This reminds me of when I was in high school, a freshman.
Yeah.
And like, there was another kid I found out that played StarCraft, and like he like knew I was good.
Yeah.
Because I was a bad dude back in high school, man. The gaming scene, they're like, oh yeah, that guy's pretty good. So, and then I played him, and he like was a PvP, and he just made 3 gateways, and we were close spawns, and he zealot rushed me and killed me. I'm like,
so he was actually the better player.
Well, I mean, I played him again after that, and I won many a times. But let me tell you something. I didn't want to go to school the next day, Artosis.
I would have dropped out.
I thought about maybe just quitting school.
I eventually did anyways. I would have just done it then.
Yeah. I just...
Wait, that was high school, though?
High school.
Oh, okay. High school. Never mind. I didn't drop out of high school. Don't worry. Yeah. I thought it was college. But, ouch. That's painful.
You finished high school, though, right?
Yeah,
you
of course.
Did? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, looking back, I'm like, I should have gotten out of there, man.
Yeah. You fool.
Now, in this game, can Special recuperate? Can he actually? I think he can. I think he's still going to win this series.
Yeah.
I'm just a little bit worried. His games have kind of looked, you know.
Yeah. He's gonna have to raise it up against Trap if he gets to him. But right now, we can't lose faith in Spear. He's up 2 SCVs. Who knows? Anyone's game still.
Yeah.
All right, kind of an interesting push from Spear here. Yeah, I'm not so sure that this is going to do as much as he's hoping for. Oh, actually, with the Cyclone and the Hellion coming out? Okay, maybe.
Oh, man. Special diving. Actually, there was a weird moment there. He almost, like, bumped into the army.
Huh.
What is... I think Spear needs to leave.
I think he's trying to bait Raven energy.
Oh, okay.
Like, if you disable and the unit's outside, you can't pick it up, right? So, like, that's this funny little thing we see happen occasionally. Okay, Special going to go into bioplay.
It doesn't seem, maybe I'm wrong about my read on the meta right now, but it doesn't seem like we see that many little engagements like that TBT.
Yeah, it's not too much. Normally, the little engagements have to do with, you know, the first 3 units generally, which is like the Reaper, the Hellion, and then sometimes the Cyclone's involved. Look, Spear getting into pretty normal play, taking a 3rd base. Yeah, Special going into bio as well.
So Special has a choice here. Does he expand and match his opponent, or does he try to take the resources that would have gone into the 3rd base and instead invest that into attacking units and try to hit him instead? And it looks like we're going to see the beginnings of the attack.
Now, well, it feels bad to just sit back and start a command center when your opponent's is almost done, right? You have to, if you've made units that long, you've got to go do something with them. Yeah. They are similar supplies, but we have kind of a more diverse set here for Special.
Now, there's a chance that history repeats itself here, where we actually have you know, the tanks come up here and Spear is just like in a good position and holds.
Well, I think Special is going to have 3 to 4 disables. So I think when you look at it like that, well, that's
at last we have a auto turret in the speed accelerator.
This base just has to lift off. Oh, he's actually just flying across the map. Oh my god!
Okay, now hold on. The math is going to get fuzzy here.
Yeah, this is really weird. This is not what I was expecting from Spear, but it's like a very deadly move. He's putting it to a base trade, a little bit at least. Oh my god, he gets one auto turret out. Definitely does help. Kills some good SCVs.
This is going to be a problem because he's on enough production, and I think there might be enough overall here that the units that are going to come out of these barracks and/or factories will not be able to take this.
Okay, Vikings popping out is a huge deal here. Gets to push back some of that vision. Maybe he can creep up with his tanks. Brings the rest of his army back as well. He has some disables, so he should be able to clear this now.
I think he will clear it. I think you're right, but production was never hiccuped back at home here for Spear, right? For the Code S pair.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right. Like, he didn't really go into the main base, like, it just happened too Special. But he lost that command center. So I think you got to look at this and say that Special's got the edge.
So we got Spear now pushing out.
What an interesting choice from him.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised
if
by
he had gotten his third command away, that would have been amazing.
Oh, yeah. Well, that would be perfect. But now we're going to have a push come up here. And there is a sensor tower here, but I think that Special can kind of get right up to the edge of it and then pop in before there's going to be a whole lot of time to react. Now, landing the Vikings there may actually telegraph that there's an attack coming in here because you don't just ever really do that in PvT.
He actually just scanned there as you said that and saw the units.
You're not like, well, Dustin Browder says he can fight on ground.
It was a long time ago.
So when you do a move like that, it's like, okay, what are you actually trying to obfuscate here? Oh, no, don't drop in the siege tank range.
Well, it's only one tank. So he's actually just going to take that one out.
Took a pretty long time to eventually kill it off. This is not a bad spot. Is he going to try to just pop the tanks up? Oh, no, he's going to go home. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was actually going to pick up the tanks and try to do some kind of weird push.
Yeah, these moves from Spear are really interesting. He's taking a few risks here and there. He's like kind of punching in the dark almost, and it's working sometimes. Look at this. He's got more tanks, more Marines, a little bit less on the SCVs. Of course, don't forget he did lose that third, but he's taking a fourth now. Fourth command center is going up for a Special as well, though.
Okay. We have, at this point in time, a game where it does seem like Spear really does have map control. But another push is going to come here from Special. Special going to move out on the map.
Well, Special going to bully back that little group of Marines very easily. Just going through the center right now. I think he has enough that he doesn't have to take damage as long as he positions correctly. Spear with a couple medevacs of units out on the map still.
Oh, man, good disables on the tanks. Special's going to completely crush.
Yeah, and that's big.
3 tanks, those are pretty big assets to lose this phase of the game. So
yeah.
Now, hold on, though. What is actually back at home here for Special? We have just this one tank. It looks like there is enough infantry, not at the best angle, but it will be enough to drive this away.
Yeah, trying to fight it a little bit there. Special stims. Starts to run back. He does have a siege tank popping into siege mode, so will end up clearing this. In fact, all the way, only the medevacs left over. I do like some of the ideas we see from Spear, right? Like the fact that he just had 2 medevacs out on the map and the rest of his units back defending. That's a very TY-esque move.
Yeah.
Right? Just send out a small force to try to find some holes while you defend. But he was out of position there too, right? He lost the 3 tanks. He lost those Marines.
You know what I think happened is I think Spear might have been a little bit wiggly at the start of this tournament. You know, it's hard, man, when you play at home all day or in PC cafes all day and then you come and there's like cameras in your face and, you know,
Yeah.
TV makeup on your face.
Well, you can tell he's nervous.
Around. Yeah,
right.
And
he's look at him. He's wearing that mask and a crossing guard jacket. So I mean,
that's right.
He's not going to hit by any cars in the studio. Special wearing all black and no mask. He's not afraid of anything.
Yeah, exactly. I think that jacket that looks like he's trying to direct traffic in the rain that he has on, that's actually, I think, our season's jacket.
That's the GSL jacket.
That's actually what we did, yeah.
They're oversized neon. It's like
Why
1980s
did we do that?
bad fashion.
Yeah, like they're like, well, this is good because you can wear this jacket and also bicycle at night and still be seen.
Absolutely.
Like if I saw him in that jacket and he was like taking garbage cans to a garbage truck, I'd be like, yeah, that's what garbage men wear.
Yeah, you wear this so that you don't get hit by a car in the night.
Yeah.
It's important.
Oh, hold on. Another attack in here. It seems like there's not quite enough here. Special starting to stutter step micro in. There's still 2 tanks in the back. Is Special going to siege up? He is, but on the left is a huge army that's going to try to come in here and actually encircle this. And so Special picks up with a quick dive into the main.
Very strong move from Special, and getting on top of those barracks, so powerful. It looks like Spear going to try to bring some units up, loses that tank, sieging from the low ground, has a tank in the back as well. So he will be able to clear this. And honestly, like, I mean, not that big a deal. He lost 9 SCVs there, but his worker count's still very healthy. His army count's still reasonable. He's got a lot of siege tanks. That's the one thing we can definitely say about Spear. He doesn't waste that many siege tanks, right? Like, he retains them reasonably well.
Sure, yeah. Special is out on the map here. He does have superior supply in both army and in workers, but there's no tanks with this. So once you siege up, Spear sieges up, Special, he has to respect that. He has to back up. Unfortunately, when you wear a big yellow jacket like that, you can see the tanks from a distance,
Yeah.
Because your headlights reflect off that color.
It's no problem seeing it at all.
Yeah, that does look almost like an 80s fad thing, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, the way that it's too big as well.
Yeah. What happened? When did people decide that clothes that don't fit you are, like, awesome?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it happens multiple times. Like, everything goes in cycles.
Yeah. Are we eventually going to be wearing potato sacks again?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah. Was the 80s cool or not cool? I think it was actually awesome, right?
It was awesome.
I mean, think of all the things that came out of the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
The best
You
movies.
and I.
You and I for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the best part.
That was definitely a highlight.
Yes.
Nintendo.
The hair, not so much, but everything else, I think we give the hair a
Big
pass.
hair for big times, bro.
Well
okay?
said. All right.
Yeah, we don't have hair like that anymore because we'd be embarrassed to have it because we know these times aren't so good.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. Big drop over here.
Well, that one didn't go so well.
That's an understatement.
Yeah.
Okay, is there enough to defend? Tanks just rushing up here to try to siege up in time. This is a really rough angle to have infantry. They're all going to bunch up and eat a lot of splash.
Oh
my God. He doesn't even fire. He turns around. Our ass.
Yeah, it gives up to like 30 Marines to kill a tank.
Yeah.
Well, he has to cancel that command center. That's too bad because he also canceled the one that was at his 4th that the 1 Marine prevented from building. Okay, Spear, I mean, he is down a little bit. Slight tank advantage, slight Viking advantage. He's going to have his 3-3 quicker, though. That's something.
Counterattack here on the map. They actually may end up going around each other here. So, we have another... Okay, no, never mind. Special's going to back up. I thought he was going to push in again. TVT is funny because you can end up going past each other and then sieging up and both just starting to do a base trade.
Oh, he just poked in to the sensor tower, but 1 Marine walked into it. Special scan there. So now he has an idea of what Spear is thinking about.
Hoping to catch that army over there, but Spear's actually backing up.
Yeah, good choice. That guy's covering those 4 running out. Drew the short straw for sure.
Okay, I mean, I don't know where this game's going to go here. We had a lot of posturing on both sides, but it does seem like things calmed down.
Well, what I feel like I'm seeing right now, I like Special's army movement, what we're looking at right at this moment. The way that he's he's scanning a lot for exactly where the army is, and he's shifting back and forth, right? It's kind of like he's combing the map and making sure that Spear isn't getting behind him.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Big push coming through here. And this will isolate part of the lower left side of the map. He's going to kind of come around. Oh, craziness. Hold on. It's hard to fit these Marines through here, but I think the numbers are high enough. Can he actually get on the tanks?
Yeah, it looks like Special.
Oh, man.
Almost breaking
Just
this.
Not quite enough, but the Viking count's higher for Special. And again, tanks shoot further than they can see. You see this one Marine getting microed in and out of the medevac over by the tanks?
Meantime, more Vikings come over for Spear, so Spear, I mean, he's taking control of the situation. I think this is a land your Vikings moment.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was a good scan right there.
God.
High quality scan.
Lots of infantry hemorrhaged.
Yeah.
Okay, Spear gonna scoot up.
Good scoop.
Scoot, scoot.
Scoodle-doo.
Yep.
All right, the Viking battle continues as the Liberator comes in. Spear has more. You know, I'll never get tired of less Vikings fighting more Vikings.
No, that's the best part of StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
People are like, so what is your favorite
like,
moments in Star? Is it, you know, these crazy, huge battles with big armies clashes? I'm like, no, listen, it's when there's like 2 Vikings, either guy has 5.
Yeah.
And my favorite moment is when the guy with 2 doesn't run away.
Yeah. Well, I like it when it's a little bit closer to that, where it's like 5 against 7, and then the guy with 5 loses 3 of them and then turns around.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, he was just testing the water to make sure that he didn't have 10-10 upgrades against 0-0 upgrades.
I love that so much, I can't stop thinking about it, and sometimes I just start drawing it. I just start drawing it, Artosis.
You draw it?
Yeah.
I like that.
You should see my living room. It's just me and my meager art of Vikings losing.
I know it's finger painted. I know that's what you mean.
It is.
There's no way that you do that in any way that doesn't make you dirty. Okay, look at this. Special coming into the center.
This is really bad for Spear. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Special. I think Special could, with that one fight we had back there where, I mean, everything was annihilated. I think he can actually just keep pushing through.
He might. A couple tanks here. He's going to lose some Marines. Has to back up a little bit. But yeah, Spear's base up here. Can he hold on? Actually, I mean, that's pretty well defended. 5 tanks, planetary, bunch of turrets, another 2 tanks. I just wish Special had 1 Viking to attack those 3
Yeah,
Vikings
I know.
right
Where
now.
are the Vikings losing to other Vikings? Okay, I don't know if Special's gotten enough of an advantage from that fight that he won.
Spear's still in it, but he's got to be careful. There's a lot more Marines out for Special right now. I love the Liberator being mixed in. Really, really helps.
Man Center going through the Speedula. All right, well, I feel like even though the army is quite massive here for Special, he has not actually made a dent here. Well, never mind.
Well, now he's going to make a dent.
Yeah.
Going to take out this planetary.
And kill the SCVs.
I love that auto turret he threw down. It took the planetary hits if you don't retarget. So his Marine count kept alive there. A tiny amount of energy. Okay, so Spear's down 40 supply. But he's still mining. It's not like he's out of minerals. Will eventually max. Army supply is really similar. I want to see the exact tank counts right now. All right, a few disables going down. Special is really getting optimistic with some of these moves.
Okay, that was really, really bad by him.
Yeah,
he
he
literally just lost all the infantry.
Every Marine to kill the Liberator.
Oh my God.
All right,
but here we go, the best part, the Vikings. Look at him, Artosis.
Oh my God.
Sometimes I have to remember to cast and not just cheer when that happens.
It's an amazing moment always. It's just like, I love the way it shows how some numbers are bigger than other numbers. You know what I mean?
It's like It's like 8 is like so much more than 3.
Even little kids can get behind this counting, you know?
Counting, yeah.
Damn, man. Elmo would cast the hell out of Viking battles.
Elmo would love it. Does it ever bother you how slow Vikings are? Like
Yeah,
a Stim
it
Marine
really
is
does.
actually running fast, and I'm like, are those rockets on the back of the Viking?
You know, their actual speed is a lot quicker than what they look. They look slower than they actually are.
What do you mean?
Vikings, they're actually quicker than you think that they are. Like
look
when
at
you
the
compare them
flames.
to other units.
Look at the flames
No, I
coming out of
know.
the back. It's
Dude, I could redesign the Viking, make it quicker.
what they should have done is given it flappy wings.
Yeah. That's what we need.
That's
they
what we need.
Like gargoyles from Warcraft 3.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of ravens here for special.
All right, Special is going to push the issue again here. But the counterplay here from Spear.
He's got enough tanks that this is hard to do each time. All right, Stim's forward here. Spear does. The disable's really helping, though.
Good pickup in between the tank shots. 2 tanks are going to go down, but there's still plenty of tanks here.
Look at this. He sets up his Liberator, though. He's going to get some tank hits there. Another one goes down. Spear looping around. There's a couple bases over there for Special that don't look like they really have any defense going on.
I think it's possible that Special can end up carving his way into the main base.
Yeah, maybe.
And there is an overextension in the north here with Spear's army. Oh, hold on, but there's another attack here I did not even notice on the minimap. Excuse me. Now there's just one Viking fight in those 2. That's all I want.
That is always good.
Yeah.
Notice this one Viking against no Vikings?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, look at that. He's like, try my missiles on for size.
Punish those ravens.
Yeah. Where are your Vikings now?
Oh, God. Look at this move by Special. Throwing down the auto turrets, firing his tanks up as well. All right, all of his air army is going to die. Special's kind of losing a lot right now. He's got to save this base. Okay, he is.
Okay, I'm not even sure where the players are at now. There's been so much chaos in this game.
There has been. Oh my God, he didn't repair that. Oh, you know what? He might actually run out of minerals even.
Yeah, where does he
Especially
actually have
just lost
minerals?
a planetary to 2 tanks.
Dude.
What? Oh.
Yeah, you're right. No, I mean, there's actually plenty of minerals here on the map. And Special's going to be on the move. And this is...
10 tanks
What do we
against
call
12?
this? He has no minerals and he's pushing. Is that double jeopardy? Is that what?
You can't go to jail for double jeopardy.
It's like, no tasteless. I think that's called snake eyes, right? So where does he want to push? I think the bottom.
The double jeopardy thing is it's so funny. It's like we can cast however we want because we've already been accused of being crappy on Reddit. I'm like, no, you can't accuse me twice.
Yeah. 2 wrongs make a right. Don't you know that rule?
No, don't you remember that movie though? Double Jeopardy.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is such a crazy game. Look at this. Like the Banshee come over, just decimating the economy of Special by getting 2 kills.
Yeah.
Are we going to scan again? That's one less mule. It matters again.
Oh, hold on. Big attack here.
Yeah, that's a lot from Spear.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Special. He does not look happy right now.
GG.
And that's it. Special gets eliminated by Spear. Spear just 2-0'd Special.
Yep.
Oh, my
And look
God.
at that. And I know you guys are definitely not staying at home. Where's Spear? I can't see him. Of course you can see him. He's got that bright jacket on.
Yeah, but he's got a ninja mask on, so I can't see his head, but I can see his
There
body.
he is, a Spear he reveals.
So Special, unfortunately, having a really bad day here. He normally
I feel for
puts
him.
up a much better fight.
Look at
He
it
took
happens,
one
man.
game off Solar, then went 0-2 against Spear. So that's kind of a disappointing day for him. I think that the group was actually going well for him too, considering Solar got out in first place. Because he was saying he'd actually rather play Trap. So
yeah,
that's really too bad. And I think that this is probably the matchup he didn't really prepare for today because his other opponents were so strong.
I know. Well, Special, unfortunately, guys, is the first player eliminated. So the only foreigners left are Artosis and me. Sorry about that. Up next, the last match, Trap versus Spear. Don't go away.
Before your life was so boring. I got up, went to work just to get back home and repeat. Before you, I just felt nothing. I didn't dare to take risks. Now we be staying up all night. We don't have to sleep 'cause we're crazy in love, yeah. Oh, even if we start to fight, we know we can work it out, baby. Ooh, you make me wanna shout at the top of my lungs. You make me wanna jump when you tell me to jump. You make me wanna love like I'm 20 years young. With you I'm not the same. With you I'm not afraid. You make me wanna run like a kid with the kite. You make me wanna die from a cliff way too high. You make me wanna go where there's nowhere to hide. With you I'm not the same. With you I'm not afraid. With you I'm not the same. With you I'm not afraid. I used to be a bit quitter. I couldn't take a leap.
성능을 언제 어디서나 가볍게 즐기다. 지포스 GTX 1650 그래픽 최신 인텔 10세대 프로세서 탑재. 고성능 노트북의 새로운 기준 LG 울트라 기어.
잡아 킬 흐림님 힐 그렇지 나 힐 이전 소리끈 온다 잡아 바닥 바로
From the beginning.
Hit it, boys.
고고! 핫식스!
싱그러운 청귤이 사이다를 더 청량하게. 새로움을 마시다.
실성 사이다.
성능을 대용량 배터리로 언제 어디서나 더 오래 즐기다. 72Wh 대용량 배터리. 고성능 노트북의 새로운 기준 LG 울트라 기어. 듀얼 메모리, 듀얼 저장 장치. 고성능을 듀얼 업그레이드로 더 오랜 기간 즐기다.
울트라 기어로 부드럽게 이긴다. LG 울트라 기어 게이밍 모니터. 울트라 기어로 선명하게 이긴다. LG 울트라 기어 게이밍 모니터.
상큼한 복숭아가 사이다를 더 청량하게. 새로움을 마시다.
실성 사이다.
야, 우리 진짜 한 판만 더 이기면 돼.
야 그럼 나 화장실 좀 갔다 올게.
야, 어디가?
금방 와.
자, 이 정도. 20여 명의 학생들이 컴퓨터 게임에 몰입하고 있는 또 다른 PC방. PC방의 전원을 꺼보겠습니다.
From the beginning.
Hit it, boys.
고고! 핫식스!
여기 열었습니다.
이상한데? 그렇게 작아. 너무만 보이는데? 보이지가 않잖아. 이거 쓸 수가
아니
없는데?
저 키워보라고.
성능을 17대화면으로 언제 어디서나 더 크게 즐기다. WQXGA 초고화질의 17대화면 16:10 최적의 화면비. 고성능 노트북의 새로운 기준 LG 울트라 기어.
라면이요.
다 이겨.
나왔습니다.
잠깐만 들어주세요. 빨리 나와요 이거.
음료 나왔습니다.
From the beginning.
고고! 핫식스!
거기 들어와. 그 밑에 개 잡고. 나이스. 나이스. 됐어.
아 미안해 로나. 화났어?
미안해. 내가 해줄게.
아 잠깐 내가 누르면 안 돼. 아 누르면 안 돼 지금. 자 경쾌하게 무슨 소리야?
좋은 시간 되세요.
From the beginning.
Hit it, boys.
고고! 핫식스! 우승을 차지하는 전태현!
더 이상은 지켜볼 수 없다. 이제는 내가 직접 나서야 할 때가 된 것 같구나. 형제들이 거울 높이더라. 첫 번째 저수에게 더 이상 패배란 존재하지 않는다. 이 땅에 영광의 전투가 펼쳐지리라. 엔타로 GSL.
I can't stop breathing. I'm only burning. We always run.
Round of 24. Speed. Special. Solar. Africa TV. Pre-Go Studio Live. 2020 GSL Season 3. Code S. Last Stand.
Is that Terran music?
It sounded like it, but not anymore. This is the Protoss theme.
Well, until
Trap.
Spear knocks out Trap. This is the Terran theme again. Tasteless.
And then Spear wins the whole GSL.
Royal Rotor.
Row.
We've had so few Royal Rotors. You know we've only had 4 in the history of GSL?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was there. Now, Trap versus Spear. Look, again, Trap is supposed to win, but if I'm Spear, I am high on life right now. You know, he just beat Special. Special is a player anybody should be excited to take a game off of. And now Special's been eliminated.
Yeah.
He's a special killer. He eliminated Special Artosis.
No, I know. It's crazy, actually, to see that.
What if he can take Trap down, too?
He has to play different than last time.
I agree.
He has to play different.
Well, I think also there were definitely some faults in Special's play here. Anyways, our game's actually loading up right now. Let's cue that Aldaris voice, but he sounds like he's kind of wasted. Here we go.
영광의 전투가 펼쳐진다.
What?
GSL을 위하여.
What? No, man, give me your keys. Give me your keys. You can't drive, Aldaris.
전투 지원이 들어왔다. 함께 우리 더욱 강하다.
Drink some water, man.
Actually.
Yeah.
Protoss.
Trap.
Protoss doesn't have any ground vehicles.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, all the ground things from StarCraft 1 and 2 are robots.
Yeah, the Protoss don't have like little motorcycles they move around on.
But there's stuff that's in the air. Most of it's piloted, I think. Void Ray is piloted, Carrier's piloted, Tempest is piloted,
Observer
Phoenix
not
is piloted.
Oracle
No.
not piloted. Observer not piloted. War Prism
is the
not
Oracle
piloted.
not piloted?
No, there's no.
I know the Prism isn't.
There's
and
no
the,
little Protoss man in the Oracle. Shouldn't even cost supply.
You're sure about that?
Yeah.
So what does it show on the little picture in the game?
I don't know, actually. That's a good question.
I'm not sure that
I'm
there's
not
not
sure
a
that
pilot.
I-
I think there might be a pilot in the Oracle. There might be.
Wow.
Wow.
Probe, I guess a probe is hovering though, right?
Well, the probe doesn't have anyone in it. It's a robot.
It's a robot.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Imagine there's a little Protoss inside the probe.
Actually, it doesn't hover. There's no hovering units in this game because you don't have spider mines in this game.
But no, if you zoom in on the probe, it doesn't have like little feet on the ground.
Oh yeah, that's
It doesn't
true.
have wheels, Artosis.
Yeah.
Imagine how embarrassing that would be.
That should have a single wheel.
Oh, it's like a little unicycle it rides
Yeah.
around on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig that.
I hope he makes an Oracle this game so I can check.
Yeah, we got to get to the bottom of this.
Actually, we don't get the graphic for it, so we don't know.
Yeah, this overlay does not have it. There's no way to find out. It'll never be solved. Oh, you're gonna. Oh, he's getting the phone out.
We're going to Wikipedia. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, StarCraft 2.
Okay, Stargate coming here. Maybe we'll see an Oracle, and by then we'll know if it's piloted or not. If there's a little Protoss man or woman in there with its no mouth.
With its no mouth.
Its no mouth.
Those no mouthers.
Yeah.
I hate them.
You know what can't cast games? Protoss.
Maybe they cast
You
right in
think
your
about
mind.
it.
Imagine
Yeah.
being bad at that.
Yeah. Imagine being a pro gamer then, having to just get these thoughts in your head of a bad Protoss caster.
All right, literally doesn't even say if there's anything in it.
Can you just Google it?
It doesn't show like the picture of like the driver, you know?
The pilot.
God, I'm so frustrated that there's a lot in this article, but not what I'm looking for.
Well, this is just clearly very embarrassing for Team Liquid right now, is that Liquipedia doesn't even have that.
This video is unavailable. No.
No?
Can't do it. Can't do it. Will never be known. Ooh. Quick drilling claws. Now this is what I want to see. Okay, here comes the Oracle Tasteless.
All right.
It's just, you know, when it dies, it doesn't scream, that's for sure.
There's
It looks like,
there's
yeah, I
nothing
think
in
you're
there.
right.
No, it's a holding a green ball. He's like, no, don't worry. I go inside the green ball. That's
could
where
be.
the controls are, Artosis.
Yeah, maybe that's where the controls
That's where the
are.
Oracle's joystick is. Yeah, right.
It could be.
There's
yeah, it
nothing
doesn't
in
look
there.
like it though. It really doesn't look like it. I think you're right.
Okay, look at the probe's gonna be able to scout here.
Nice harassment. Oh, he skirts around it. Dude, this could be very cool for Spear.
I'm super excited if Spear can win here.
If Spear knocks out Trap, that will be amazing. Look at this. Look how defended he is at the front. Oh my God. He is so sure that something frontal's coming.
Yeah.
It's not frontal at all, though.
No, it's Backle.
Shield batteries will not heal through Widowmine shots.
Oh, here we go. First Widowmine out, second coming down. He's going to have all three come in over in this area here.
Oh, sick hit.
Damn.
Sick hit.
Oh, my God, even gets that. Oh,
and he gets out. Oh!
It's madness.
Oh. See you later, Trap.
Trap, more like Tarp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job keeping him dry, Tarp.
Yeah. We're only going to use you to cover up the S pairs.
That's right, man.
Oh, and look at this.
Go to the bottom of a tent where you belong, Tarp.
Okay, look at it. I love it. He has the 3 mines set up in the medevac so that if a Phoenix comes, he can run back over the mines. A very old trick, but a very cool one. Okay, another one coming through. Oh, Taste, this is crazy.
Oh, my God. Look at me. I have... Oh, but he doesn't.
Trap ain't falling for that, though.
Oh, this Widowmine could actually connect. It'd be so sick!
Ooh, good splitting from Trap. Actually, that was... He targeted wrong with the mine. I just want to throw that out there.
He had something
Targeted
in the middle.
one too far up.
Yeah, you got to right-click the one in the back.
If he had done like the third to last one, I think it would have connected. And then he would have gotten like 5 or 6 more kills.
Okay, Act 3. Let's
Possibly.
go. No, this is bad. Get out.
Oh, well, this is too much. Like,
Yeah.
You turn on those oracles and you got like 1,000,000 DPS right there. You have DPS to kill the dinosaurs there.
Burns a hole in the map. That's how much DPS is there.
Yeah.
Crashes your computer.
I thought this was Eternal Empire. No, it's over. It's off the ladder.
Forge coming now.
Dude, I like the opener. That's the type of opener I really want to see from him.
Zap. Oh, no. He's What is happening? Is Spear going to get out of this group? Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Probes and a Stalker.
Yeah, not too bad. Loses the medevac now.
Blink is coming here, but back over here for the Terran, we've got tanks coming, stim, +1 range attack upgrade. I mean, Spear's looking to be in good shape, and I'll tell you, man, I think he's very warmed up from those special games.
Yeah, those were longer games. You got to really play. I think that games like that do help you, right? He's already lost a trap. He's basically playing on a free roll right now, if you ask me. Right? He's not supposed to make it out of this group.
Right.
Oh, look at this sneak maneuver.
Look at you, Spear. You ranged weapon you.
Well, ranged melee weapon, I think is the best way to put it.
Okay,
although
fair
there
enough.
are throwing spears. There are throwing spears.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Apology accepted, Artosis.
His name isn't Throwing Spear. His name is Spear.
Listen, you don't have to be called a throwing spear to be thrown, Artosis. Yep.
Yeah, well, guess
Check
what?
and mate. No, look.
I can hit you with a gun.
I would be embarrassed, too, if I were you, okay?
So a gun is a melee weapon because I can hit you with it then.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah,
my gun,
checkmate to you as well.
My gun has a blade at the end of it, kind of like a spear.
It's called a bayonet.
Bayonet.
Yeah.
Or spear gun,
and
know,
then
as some would
throw
say.
that one.
Yeah.
Spear gun.
And I throw it.
You catch fish with.
Yeah. Occasionally use it to shave my face. Like that blade there with a gun pointed right at me. You know, I live on the edge.
Yeah, literally. Okay, after all this craziness, where are we at? Trap's up 20 workers.
Oh, the push is coming. But, you know, Spear has to be careful to keep his army grouped together.
I don't know if this is going to do much.
It seems like a funny time to come out, right?
A little bit, yeah. Like, a little pressure is okay, I think, but I don't think you're actually going to fight long, right?
Ooh!
Yeah, see, like that
Fumbled
much,
that,
you have
but
to turn around.
It's fine. Terran gets back home, doesn't really lose anything.
Yeah.
This is where I talk about Bunny, because he puts those tanks in the medevac.
He loads the
loves
siege tank unit into the medevac unit.
Yep.
Like, you're right. He's the only one.
People at home are nodding like that's why he gets to cast a GSL.
Yeah. You noticed this one thing about Bunny one time. It's
so sick. And I just never stopped. So Spear's going to come back, but there's going to be, I was going to say a surprising drop, but the medevac spots it, or War Prism, excuse me, spots it. Is he going to commit with this anyways, though? Those medevacs are still going over there.
Yeah, they look like they're going to be intercepted here.
Oh, my God.
Oh, catches the Prism.
Okay, it's all about Spear now. Spear is the chosen one.
He's playing much nicer than before, that's for sure.
I think we're seeing why this guy got into GSL. I mean, but I'll tell you, man, if you're Spear, winning and knocking out Special is already, like, huge, right?
Yeah. It is a big deal. Special's a very strong player, but if you make it to the round of 16, that is amazing. And you know that you're being picked first.
Yeah.
So you can start to prep for that because you already know who's going to pick you and who's going to be in your group, basically. And it's going to be a really easy group because, the guy who gets to switch groups is going to be in it.
Okay, we have an engagement coming down here. Looks like one of the tanks does get targeted down. Force Field's in a kind of odd spot here.
Wow.
I don't know if that really helped the Protoss at all.
No, I'm not so sure that it did, but look at this. Spear is actually killing off the whole army.
And there's going to be reinforcements, and most of the complexity of the army is gone. I think Trap might lose this game.
Oh, my God. Now the mines are actually going to be reset in a second here.
Yeah. Oh, how funny.
Not bad, though.
Meanwhile, I don't know what the story was back there, but looks like Terran lost quite a bit.
Just a little bit of a box art fight.
A box art fight?
Yeah. Those 2 Colossus and a Phoenix against, like, 3 Marauders and a medevac.
Yeah.
It's
It
not
is
something
so
you'll see
true.
anywhere else.
It's a box art. I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at this, though. He continues to reduce the army. Trap is way down in supply. Look at this. The Colossi coming in for a weird flank.
Another
and
box
now they're
art
gonna get
fight.
caught.
Oh, and both go down. That is huge.
Oh, my God. The Stalkers blink down. That's not going to go well. Another mine hit.
Okay, he's going to loop back around, and I think he's going to pounce on the 6 o'clock base.
All right, coming back up once again. Throws those mines. Those mine hits not going as well as I think he would have liked, but he's still just got kind of a bigger, better army.
Yeah, right now Trap is barely hanging on. But I think we might be at the point of no return here. By the way, Spear has actually secured 12 o'clock as well. Then Nexus goes down.
So sick.
Oh my God. Nice connection with the
Yeah,
Disruptor, but
one.
you know.
Right, the mines are mostly gone now.
Thing is that Trap's in quicksand right now. I mean, there's not much left for him here. He's stuck now on 3 bases. He's trying to, again, rebuild that sophistication that's necessary to have a fight as Protoss. You can't just have, like, Stalkers.
Yeah.
You know, he already lost the Colossi back there, too. The Disruptors are very necessary.
Well, I think this is a great idea from Trap, is to go into Stalker Disruptor, right? That's like... That's the type of composition where you can fight back from almost any deficit, right? You get the right Disruptor hits, you blink around correctly, and suddenly you become the most cost-efficient man in the world.
The most cost-efficient man in the world. That's like the sequel to the most interesting man in the world is the most cost-efficient man in the world.
He's got all the coupons from all the newspapers, but he doesn't buy the newspapers. How does he even do it? We don't even know.
It's crazy. He steals all those newspapers from the public library is what he does.
Oh, my God.
And he does that because you don't have to pay money to get a library card.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. He's the most cost-efficient man in the world. He just sits there on Amazon. Yeah, he just sits there on Amazon waiting for a weird bug in the price where they accidentally didn't add a 0 to the end of something. He's like, well, that's a $6 thing instead of $60.
Puts it on
I'm
eBay.
the most cost-efficient man in the world. Yeah.
Puts on eBay, but when someone's about to win, he takes it off and then sells it to them privately to avoid the fees.
Yeah.
Cost efficiency.
Cost-efficient man that there ever was. Because I don't usually buy canned food, but when I do, I buy the dented cans because they're half off.
That's
the most cost-efficient man in the world.
He doesn't even know what's in the can. I guess peas are for dinner tonight.
I guess I'm only eating pineapple. Okay, so we were joking about that, and all of a sudden Protoss has a big, scary army. Maybe he can win.
Maybe he can win.
Maybe he can win.
Wow, you really set up some suspense for the viewer.
You want to see a little caster stunt there? Or maybe he can't. Maybe he won't win. After all, even though his army is kind of good. It could go this way, or it could go the other way. I'm your caster. Here to keep it ambiguous.
Yep.
He's going to catch this. Oh, my God, oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Boy, howdy.
Oh, that's painful. Okay, well, Trap is fighting back.
Yeah.
He's getting into DT Blink. He's getting lots of disruptors. Is Spear sending out too much multi-prong stuff? Like, I don't think so. I think you should be doing this type of thing in this situation. Oh, man. I'm really sad to see him, like, lose so much right there. Because if he loses this game...
Oh, my God.
We're not going to have a sick upset, I don't think.
No. It's all going to be just par for the course.
The status quo. I'm done with the status quo. It's time for Trap to be eliminated in round of 24.
Give me chaos.
Yeah.
Or give me death. Here we go. Big drop coming in here. Oh, great snipe here. So much for Warp Prism speed. We have a recall.
Look at this. Picks up. Okay, the blink forward, though, picking off 2 of the medivacs. Ouch. Ouch. Would have been better not to pick up. A Void Ray on the way.
Yeah, no, let him finish it. Let him finish the Void Ray. Oh, Jesus.
That's a lot of dead units. And you can just see he just shook his head. Spear suddenly down in supply. 23 kills on that. 23 kills.
All right, maybe Trap is going to move on here.
It's only game 1. Dude, that's so...
Oh, no! Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Nothing but charcoal-colored bodies. Dead Marauders.
Oh, my God. This is kind of a heartbreaker. Like, it really felt like for a very long time that Spear had this game.
Yeah, we kind of lost touch with reality there for a little bit.
And now we're seeing Trap use disruptors like it's his first day using them, sending out all of his beams at once.
Yeah. Well, he can do it any way he likes.
Yeah, I guess so.
GG.
So Trap lucks out and barely defeats Spear in game 1.
Oh, look at Trap. He's so relieved. He knew he should be dead.
Yeah, no, he should be dead.
But this is an experienced pro versus, as good as Spear is a novice.
Oh.
Boom, boom. Ooh. We've got kind of weird singing here.
What is it, like Enya? Like,
yeah. Game 2 on Death Aura, Trap versus Spear. Trap, look, he's already caused an upset against Special. I think he could have beaten Trap in that game. Let's see if Special can pull it together, or if Trap is going to be the second player to move on to the next round of the GSL. And our game's ready. Let's go. Put the bottle down, Aldaris. What? You don't have to shout it, but you do have to say it clearly. No, Aldaris, don't call your ex-girlfriend right now. No.
It's Artanis, though, not Aldaris.
What do I look like, a nerd? Am I supposed to know everything?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
You don't even know which Protoss heroes those are, tasteless.
You also called Spear Special. So.
Spearshal.
Spearshal. Just make a terrible version of your opponent's name, and that's your name for the...
That's what you do with me by calling me Tassels.
That's true.
Tassels is the dumbest idea ever.
It's catching on a little bit. A lot of people call you Tassels
I know.
now.
I like it.
Well, they've realized that, like, Tasteless is almost too cool for you nowadays. Like,
it's too good.
Maybe when you were younger and hotter, that was like the right idea.
15-year-old Tasteless. Yeah, now I'm Tassels. Now I'm kind of an old weathered bag here.
Yeah. I'm like, wow, someone needs to replace those tassels.
We need to move these letters. Right? Yeah.
Oh man.
Tassels is not the most common word in the English language. It's like, oh, this lamp, I like the tassels on the end of it. You know.
You have to be pretty old to say that.
Yeah.
Not a lot of young people talk about tassels.
Can I have the pulls for the curtains with tassels on the ends of them?
Yeah.
So I can't put this on TV, but if I put tassels over my nipples, is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Tassels on the curtain. They're like, oh yeah, sir. No, that we can give you a discount if you show us your AARP card.
Hey, you know what I call this? Is actually true. This is what I call my house. I call my house Tasselvania now. Well, actually, that's not true. My old house was called Tasselvania. I actually call my new house Tasselvania 2.
Damn.
Yeah.
Tasselvania 3 is the best one, though. So
it's the best one. I'll be moving soon, so that's when it's going to be Tasselvania 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do we got this game?
Well, it looks pretty standard, pretty normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to talking about tassels.
Yeah. It's probably an Oracle opener here. I mean, there's a possibility it goes into Phoenix or something. As far as Spear goes, okay, mine production. That was a super cool Drilling Claws build, though. He really did get far ahead with it. Oh my god. Just shades right in.
Yeah,
no
he just
problem.
gets in. Lock your doors, guys.
These aren't like vampires. They don't need to ask permission. As long as the gate is down, they can come in.
Which vampire lore is that from where you have to ask for permission to get? Is that
That's
the
all.
original?
That's all.
It's the original
lore,
Dracula, right?
Dracula's
the original vampire story, right?
Yes, that's the original vampire story.
Yeah.
But I never actually read that one. I should.
I'm pretty sure they copied that from Vampire Hunter D. Artosis.
No, it makes sense. Otherwise, they'd be overpowered. I wouldn't have any problem. It's like, hey, you have to stay inside after dark. I'm like, already knew that. All right.
Yeah.
So
you can only be awake at night. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing that anyways in my house playing computer games.
I'm not even awake when the vampire knocks to try to get in.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't sleep too close to the door. I don't have, my doorbell ran out of batteries. I'm just too lazy to fix it. It's like, they're just like, yeah, I don't know. He's invincible.
But wait, if you get bit by a vampire, is it like zombies where you become a vampire?
I think you can either die or turn.
It depends.
Yeah, like how much blood they take out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. Like, you have to have enough to live, I believe.
I'm glad you're here to balance out my lack of vampire knowledge.
Yeah, no problem.
Imagine you couldn't answer that question and we just look like two assholes up here.
I know. Like, they really need to hire someone that knows more about vampires.
People are already tweeting at Africa TV, like, can you at least get somebody with vampire knowledge? They bring me up to the office, they start to fire me. I'm like, but I know a lot about dinosaurs. It's over, tasteless.
It's all done. Everyone knows a lot about dinosaurs,
Yeah.
tasteless.
Dinosaurs aren't an interesting topic right now, tasteless. Now, we have the drop inbound here. Oh, no, it's going to get set off. Yep. Not a great start here. Let's keep in mind, Spear had an epic early game back there. He was killing so many probes.
Yeah.
He allowed himself to get into a great position where Trap had to fight, I think, twice as hard to come back and live.
Yeah, well, he had to have a lot of things go his way, and he did over time and was able to grind that one out. Here, unfortunately, Spear hasn't really gotten any damage done, right? He's just kind of going into some pretty standard play. There's a lot of Oracles out. Another Phoenix going to join him, which means that harassment's not really going to work. This might be the opportune time for him to try to just set up like a very strong SCV pull. I think that would probably be his best bet. So once you hit that critical mass, this group of flying units is not going to do anywhere near as much.
Okay.
He might do it too. I mean, he's adding another gas right now, so.
Oh, what a funny little engagement this is. There's a lot going on here. We can't even quite play-by-play this. But Trap coming out on top, beautiful play.
Yeah, cute micro right there.
Yeah, I really dig that.
You tell these two play a lot of StarCraft.
Yeah. Are these guys gamers or what? Wow. So 5 more gates coming down here. This is all post having the third base.
But, you know, I want to see, like, if he's actually going to do some sort of pull here. It looks like the way the SCV's going that he might just be starting. Yeah, that was going to make another command center.
Okay, and now, well, I guess, sorry, I didn't see that turret. It was covered up by the production tab.
Oh,
no.
Or are you SOS? Well, that's brutal. Now, it's not as bad as it used to be, but it's pretty damn bad.
Get the other one. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It's not going to get killed.
Or maybe.
No. Oh, never mind. We got a drop over here.
Well, his anti-drop force is across the map. Out of energy as well. Let's see what Spear gets done. I mean, here comes the army. Good force fields.
Nice. Yeah, this isn't going to do anything, Artosis.
No, not too much. It wasn't terrible, though. That part was a little bit worse.
that part was a little bit.
2 Marauders in that when it went down.
Terrible.
Let us out first!
Stalker attack.
Well, Blink is about to finish as well.
Yeah, we're 10 seconds out from that, actually. He's coming across. Problem is, this is the kind of army that can actually hunt stuff down.
Yeah. And the Stalkers are still coming.
And when you have Oracles in this number, you can actually start to win the fights, even against Stim Marines. Oh my god, Trap. Trap, you're so good.
He is pretty good.
Trap, you're the guy, and I want to be the guy too.
But you know what? He was almost dead game 1.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, for reasons I don't want to share, that Spear is going to win game 3, so Trap really lucked out.
Okay, yeah, I think you're right.
No, great play from Trap. Really, really solid. Keeps it together, even when it looked really dire. Like, he could have left game 1, and we wouldn't have super questioned it, right? Wow.
GG.
Well done. Well done by Trap. Does move up in 2nd place. Spear, I think, ended up showing some pretty cool games. Like, his TVPs were good, and this second set of TVPs, well, at least game 1, it was a very neat build. He got a lot of damage done, and he was multitasking well behind. He really hit his stride, and it just wasn't enough, though.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing more of Spear in the future here.
Yeah. We'll see if he gets into GSL next season. Sometimes it's hard for these guys that get in their first time to get in a second.
but I think he did. Even though he got knocked out, he leaves with a win, taking out special. Andy, go ahead.
And Trap of Junior Green Wings comes out as second place of Group A. Congratulations, Trap. Thank you.
자, 오늘 2위 진출로 16강에 안착했습니다.
And now you move on to the round of 16 as the second place of Group A.
상대로 승리를 거뒀는데요.
You did acquire the victory against the newcomer, Spear. How do you feel?
최종전 첫 세트에서
Well, in the final match, I was shaken a lot by Spear's Widowmine drops.
심하거나 이런 건 아니었고요.
I was really scared.
제대로 했는데 오늘 경기장에 왔을 때
I played really seriously, and I came to the venue today, and my condition wasn't all that good.
힘들었어요.
So it was hard,
그때
generally.
잠깐 지옥에 갔다 왔었잖아요. 그래서 경기에서도
Yes, that game definitely looked really bad for you in the early phase.
네, 그것 때문에 웃었어요. 방심한 게 아닌데 이거 진짜.
I didn't let my guard down.
떨어질 수도 있겠구나.
But Spear played really well, and I almost thought I would get eliminated. But I kept focusing until the very end, and I ended up winning
컨디션
that.
난조를 이야기하시니까 승자전도 딱 떠오릅니다.
So let's talk about the winners match now.
사도 분열기 빌드를 보고 강민수 선수가 김유진스러웠다.
In the third game, Solar commented that he thought he was playing in SOS.
매듭을 짓지 못한 느낌입니다. 이 빌드의 완성도 측면에서 좀 아쉬움이 있으세요?
So are you disappointed in the third game?
이게
in terms of the build.
민수가 경기하는 걸 보고서 생각나서 한번 해봤는데.
Watching Solar play,
민수가
I used the strategy.
그 맵 활용을 잘하더라고요.
And I realized that Solar is very good with his map awareness.
그 게임은 민수가 잘해서 진 것 같고.
So I think that game I didn't use because my build was that. Solar just played really good.
잔실수들이 많아서 좀 손이 좀 연습 때처럼 잘.
And on the other hand, there was some trivial mistakes that I made, which led to my loss.
위기들을 극복하고 오늘 16강
But you did overcome the difficulties today and move on to round of 16 now. So let's talk about the last season.
8강에 오르면서 꾸준함의
Last season you made it your 5th consecutive round of 8.
이 제2의 전성기를 맞은 김대엽 선수에게
But then you did lose to Stats 3-0 in the round of 8.
가장 아쉬움이 많으셨을
So I'm sure you're quite disappointed after the loss. How did you feel?
대엽이 형이 잘하시더라고요.
Well, Stats was really good back then.
그때는 연습하는 과정에서
At the time when I was practicing and scrimming,
너무 좋아서 너무 좀 자신감에 차 있었던
I was really confident that I would win because my practice went so well.
대엽이 형은 더 잘했던 것 같고.
But I think I was a little bit on the higher horse, and I think Stats was the better player back then.
그래도 이런 이야기를 하는 이유가 작년처럼 4강도 가고 또 결승도
But maybe
가고
this year, you could, this season, maybe you could do what you accomplished last year, like going to the round of 4 and finals. So before you go, anything you want to say?
연습 때 실력만 나오면은 갈 것 같아요.
If my skills that I just played in practice is delivered on stage, I can maybe go to the finals.
결승에서 봅시다 이야기를 해주셨습니다. 다시 한번 축하드립니다.
Once again, congratulations, Trap. Thank you.
네, 이렇게 오늘 2위 진출자 조성호 선수 만나봤는데요. 오늘 경기 최종 정리 확인해 보겠습니다.
Very excited to see Trap move on here.
Yeah. It's kind of important that he does move on, to be honest. He is one of the Protosses that could potentially give us a championship.
The Protosses are the good guys right now. The Zergs, the bad guys.
I think everyone's hoping for a Protoss champion this season.
We need it.
Yeah, it's about time. So congrats to Trap and Solar. Kind of sad to see Special go out in last place here.
But also
Spear
exciting.
having a good first showing, I guess, really.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think that's actually the big takeaway of the day for me is that Spear is very viable in a high-pressure tournament setting.
Sure.
It's good to have newer players here.
All right, our next group, guys, Group B, Dark Creator, Tasia, Zest. This should be a damn good one.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. Can't wait. I think Tasia's coming out of there, man.
I think you're right. I think it's going to be Dark Tasia.
Yeah, Dark Tasia. Could be. Could be. Dark's been a little bit off lately, though, so I'm a bit nervous for him. Hope he can bring his A game.
Yeah, we'll see. Zest, of course, I think has a very good chance. Creator's a great player, but,
he generally does not.
He's the underdog here, yeah.
Yeah, big time. So that is going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you tune in Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. KST.
We've had some changes in our schedule as well. We have a cast on this Friday then, right? Or is this...
This next Friday, yes.
Okay.
That is our 10-year anniversary, so we're moving the cast from next Saturday. So there won't be a cast 1 week from today. There'll be one 6 days from today. 6 days, yeah. That's less than a week. And yeah, that'll be our special 10-year anniversary day, so that's kind of cool.
So thank you guys so much for joining us. This is going to be a kick-ass season. Season 3. We already got our bad finals, the worst finals of the GSL, out of the way. It's good to get that over with.
Yeah.
It's like tearing off a Band-Aid.
It's kind of funny, too, because I'm sure there's someone thinking, but the first season was 4-0 and that was 4-1. First season's finals was way better than last season's
Way better
finals.
games. And that's all the time we have. Guys, stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, and have a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. Bye-bye.
Entire GSL.
I'm never gonna give up.